Hello. Okay, there it is, right there. Happy hour. Happy hour on the rise. Coming in real quick, right there. Good evening to everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. Had to take the reins over from Kyle and bring it up that way. All right, so I'm doing it that way. Hey guys, good evening. How is everybody tonight? I'm gonna mute that over there. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. And it's gonna be, hey, I'm back in Grapevine at a decent internet connection. So, wow, I'm looking forward to actually being able to stream in a positive manner. So, let me know how that audio is. It looks a little bit low on this side. I'm going to check this real quick. I couldn't check this because Kyle was using my Zoom. So, sound devices, no, that's not right. Input devices right there. That looks okay, that's a little low. Okay. Low. Lawnmower says low. How's that right there? Hello. 1, 2. Yeah, that should be a little bit better. Audio low. Thank you guys. Thanks, Philip. Ryan. Okay. Yep. Right there. Okay, so that should be better. Y'all let me know how that is, and we'll go from there. Yeah. Okay, good. So, there's Shane. What's up? So let's just admit all here and just bring everybody on because we're just gonna get rocking and rolling. Oh, Mike's still out, so we'll bring stop video. Hey, I can stop his video. So I could. Oh boy, the fun you can have with yeah, totally. So if you guys missed it on Kyle's stream, one of the rounds he did, the last one that I did, last one I played in, was name that YouTube channel. They were smaller YouTube channels. So in fact, you know what? You guys are muted, but you're not saying anything. They didn't say anything anyway. Well, Shane did. But okay, you're unmuted now.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. We'll try that again. Hey, y'all.
Hello.
So yeah, but I said that if anybody who was on that stream, who was in Kyle's Name That YouTube channel stream, is welcome to join the happy hour. If you don't have the link, you can hit me up on Discord. I'm kind of watching the back room here. Frank is out tonight. He texted me about an hour ago, and he said, I had something come up and I won't be able to make it tonight. My response to him was unacceptable, and he didn't reply to me. So
It could involve a lady.
It did involve a lady.
Maybe.
I doubt it. I mean,
He's
you
not
know,
gonna visit his mom. Come
Is it
on.
brother or break. It could be his mom
maybe,
too. That's right.
Yeah, it could be his mom. I think it's probably more like he gets to get. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say this. I don't want to.
Oh, the awkwardness.
No, I mean, it's not his mom. I've never met Frank's mom. I met his dad. I've never met Frank's mom. So. We were talking about really nerding out the other day, and he was talking about how he goes to Renaissance fairs, and I'm just like,
Oh my God!
that's
Really?
a little bit, yeah. So I'm just
LARPing.
like, you know,
LARPing.
yeah.
Hey,
So,
I've been to the Renaissance Fair here in Dallas. It's actually pretty cool.
you know,
up. I don't dress up.
I think he goes down
it's
to the
kinda
one.
cool.
In there one down in like Waxahachie or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
yeah. I think
Did they beat each other with swords, with plastic swords?
Yes.
I don't know, but I
I
want
had
to
a
take.
giant turkey leg in one hand, and I was wielding a sword in the other. I felt
like to
really
take-
macho.
I'd like to take an actual lightsaber out to one of those guys and just wreak
Oh.
havoc and just to completely destroy everybody.
Right.
So-
They do one here in St. Louis, and they do on land jousting, real jousting.
wow.
I've seen that
Like,
before.
They're running with the and they're
yeah.
it's crazy.
Are they on
I
horse?
thought they were like
I mean,
a
are they just-
bicycle, or
No, they're running. They're
Oh,
running.
God.
They're running.
They're their own horse.
It's
Yeah.
like segways.
Yeah.
What kind of fun is
Segways or
that?
something?
There's two more guys in one of those horse
Yeah.
costumes underneath.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
They get about through 2 rounds, and they're just like, all right, I'm throwing in the towel. I can't run anymore.
I mean, I
Right,
want to see
yeah,
the caber
yeah.
toss. That'd be kind of fun.
That's at the Scottish Festival. If you've never been to the Scottish Festival,
Well,
it's really
if
cool.
it's not Scottish, it's crap.
Randall,
boy.
thank you so much. That was awesome.
Lon says Frank is at Micro Center Friday nights. There's like singles night for nerds. So I will have to. I'll have to take your word for that.
Is Frank there? Is that where Frank is?
I don't know where Frank. He said he had something come up and he couldn't make it tonight, and I told him that was unacceptable. But Matt, first time you've joined us on a happy hour, buddy. How are you?
Yeah.
You're in for
got
it.
real hard up for something to do tonight.
Exactly.
right,
Yeah. That's understandable.
I'm
No,
sorry,
this
Matt.
is,
I mean, it's
this
cold
is
up
cool.
there.
I assume this is fallout from the live stream the other day. So I busted out. I need my club sweatshirt for tomorrow morning. We got a club kit project build thing going on. So life is good.
Good. Well, yeah, I on purpose. I don't want this to sound like a mistake because I knew it was going to happen, and on purpose, I posted our live. Yeah, it's working for you.
Okay, good.
John, you're in there twice, dude. Do you mean to be in there twice? I'll just admit both of you. You're in there twice. I don't know why. So I posted our live stream, Matt, to QRZ, and then I just kind of sit back and grab some popcorn. So it was yeah. And the thumbnail said it had the POTA symbol and it said not a contest, and that was all I needed.
Oh.
I just completely destroyed all of those guys. Like their week was blown because they just had to come in there and tell me how wrong I was about it.
I go in there just to scroll and judge, and I got to say, you do an outstanding job of trolling the geese.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Jason.
All I did was post it, though. I mean, I didn't even
and
really.
That's the best kind.
And the rest of us do appreciate it. In case you're
Yeah,
wondering.
I just sit back and
Get
watch.
extra
It's
butter
like, I
on
need
my
a bowl of
popcorn this week and
popcorn
everything. So
my flame-sensitive sunglasses
Oh,
and
my
just
goodness.
read all that. That's awesome.
Oh
Good.
yeah, it's a riot. It is a riot. What's up, T-Ray? So T-Ray, I got to hook up with T-Ray this week at the Houston Hamfest. Thanks for the super chat, buddy. That's above and beyond.
Wow.
Look at that.
in.
Dang it, son.
So you can send me about 38 more of those, and I'll give some money to Steve, and he can send me a 7610. Thanks, T-Ray. It's good hanging out with you last weekend, brother. So, Steve, what's going on, man? How's Gigaparts out there?
Sorry, I was late. I was at the Huntsville meeting since we meet every Friday.
That's fine.
Hold on.
Focus.
a mystery
Yeah,
item.
turn that off.
Turn off
It's
the
a mystery
blur.
package.
Yeah, turn off the blur. There you go.
Ooh.
Huh. Is that the new edition?
This is the new edition.
Okay.
Since Jason went camping this weekend,
Yeah.
so we have. I'm not sure what he got that for. That must have been one of
I don't know.
the recommendations.
Huh. Is that okay? So is that bigger than the last one?
It's bigger than the Universal.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like it is.
Is it bigger than a bread
It
basket?
looks like yeah.
Pocket.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice. Okay.
Is that the 891 bag?
Oh, there he is.
Maybe. Yes.
Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah. Yeah. It could
Maybe
be.
yes.
Yes.
Mike, turn your video on.
I can't. It's on you. You can't start your video because the host has stopped it.
Oh,
I
remember?
did
You
stop
do
it.
that.
I did do that, but I didn't know it wouldn't let you restart it. Ask to start video. There you go. How's that?
You know, Mike,
There you
it's
go.
from that
Okay.
incident back
Okay.
in 2019.
Yeah. No, you were AFK. I just put you in the
What a
so-
beautiful background. I got a 3D printer going and there's stuff.
something like
Bananas.
Bananas
Decks
on the
being
floor.
worked
Yeah.
on.
Bananas.
but
more bananas.
And a mouse.
Bananas. What is
We're
that? A
gonna go with-
banana?
we're going with that.
It is a
right?
banana.
So the things on Mike's floor that look like sex toys are cat toys.
Well,
So
they
so
serve
that's
multiple
Whoa,
purposes.
that, yeah.
Catnip infused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nip
I didn't.
infused sex toys.
I'm just. Yeah. But yeah. If you ever want a big laugh, ask Mike to show you the list of things that were sold on his Amazon store sometime.
Oh, I've got a few
So,
good ones.
yeah. Yeah. So that's a
Why
real
did someone
thing.
buy a canine breeding kit Why do they sell those on Amazon?
How do you
Because
know
they
sell
can.
one?
They showed up as someone bought it under my link.
Amazon shows what people are buying. That doesn't show who bought it, but it shows everything that somebody clicked on your link and somebody bought one of these. So the top three or four or five are always like Baofeng, antenna, this battery, whatever, blah blah blah. And then there gets into some like weird territories. Just like, wow, I didn't know this crap was on Amazon.
Why do you need 600 pairs of purple nitro gloves?
Right? Yeah.
Why?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And a keg of Wesson oil.
Yeah.
I really needed 700, but
Yeah.
I got capped.
Got capped. So Steve, what is that? The prototype then?
This is the prototype. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So for those who don't know what this is part of more of the Explorer backpack line that's sold at gigaparts.com. You can go there and save a 5% on all that stuff with my call sign code. So
Did you do a video on that, or
shameless
did Frank
plug.
do it?
We both did actually.
Okay.
I have a new video on that coming up probably Monday. So I do the switch. I take all of the stuff out of my Chameleon backpack and put it in my Gigaparts backpack. So it's a very thrilling video. It's going to keep you on the edge of your seat. So
not as good as me on the floor with my socks on.
no, not quite that good. No. Yeah.
Playing with a banana.
Yeah. So
Satan got in the bag, so he liked it.
It's Satan
Hey,
approved.
it's Satan approved. That needs to be a patch. We need to make that into a patch and put that on the Velcro on the Gigaparts bag that says Satan approved. That would be that actually should be a thing. Like, I'm not joking right now. We should actually do that. So
I support this.
I support this idea.
Yes,
For
I'm sure that would work.
Satan would, but I think he's sleeping in his king size bed.
Matt, I'm sure you know, but Satan is Mike's cat.
Yeah,
But,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Just wanted to make
Yes.
sure we're on the same.
Mike, it looks like you upgraded to the K5 QBF pour of bourbon.
There's a big ice cube in here.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
Oh, there's a rookie in the middle.
All right, somebody's got YouTube on audio in the background. Mute your YouTube stream. Leave Zoom going.
Can we blame it on Izzo?
I think it's Steve, actually.
I'm
No, I don't think it's Izzo. I think it's Steve.
Izzo's a professional, man. He's
He
a
is.
communicator. I mean,
All right, so serious. I'm going to let John talk here in a minute. Serious note here. I was driving from Galveston today, and I like to listen to podcasts when I'm on my drive. Not Josh's podcast. It's not a 17-hour drive. But
Right.
But I was listening to the Ham Radio Clubhouse, the last Ham Radio Clubhouse podcast. I got about halfway through it before I got home. I was listening to other stuff before that. You guys, Shane has fantastic audio. Joe Brett has good audio, but Shane's a little bit larger than life in there. Izzo, your audio needs work, dude. So no, and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm dead serious right now. So who was the guy who kind of joined late? Because I listened like the first 45 minutes. And it was just the audio, so I wasn't watching it. It might have been Molson.
Steve
but whoever,
came in a little bit late.
No,
and,
Steve.
Steve.
It was
Yeah,
Steve.
Steve came in
And he
late
was
last
also
week.
his audio was also low. So it was just it was kind of like, and Shane, he likes to interrupt people and talk over people, and his audio is so much louder than everybody else's is.
Bad design.
So on the audio side, on the video side, I never noticed that sort of thing before. But if you're listening to the audio side of the podcast, I was like, that's a little bit uneven there. So just heads up. Just
normalize the audio.
constructive
the
criticism.
problem.
Constructive criticism.
So here's the problem. I'm in the ice hut. I'm working off
Yeah.
a headset.
I knew that. Yeah.
And a laptop. If I go downstairs to the shack and I'm working off that Cadillac, the Porsche, the Rolls Royce,
Yeah.
that Shure M7,
Yes.
man, it's night and day. So
So
How's
what
that a
you need to
problem?
do, what you
do I need
yeah.
to go home now? Do I need to
No.
take a problem?
No. What you need to do is have an exhaust fan built in your ham shack for cigars and just
Right.
smoke right there.
A
Because I know
jackrabbit.
while you're out in the ice hut, you're smoking cigars,
I'm
right?
I'm
So
just
just
smoking
freaking-
Camacho right now.
yeah.
Get a
Nice.
fume
So-
a fume hood or something, Izzo, if you don't want
Yeah.
to funk up the
Izzo, I
house
think
bad.
your audio is
right?
set to your webcam. I don't think we're picking up the mic on your headphones, by the
Oh,
way.
that's a good point.
Oh, that could be.
All right,
That
hang
could
on.
be.
All
And
right,
also,
go do your thing.
Zoom audio is weird. Zoom audio
Yeah,
is
it
not
does
the
weird
best
stuff.
Very much
quality
so.
in the world. So yeah, that was part of it. But
It's funny, Jason. Every time we get into the queue before the show, I
Mhm.
always ask everyone. I said, "Hey, let's all talk and let's make sure we balance our mics." So
Yep.
don't
Yeah.
know why
It's-
mine
it
always seems
sounded-
hot.
Well, it
I
was
just got
less.
more punch.
It was less
Yeah.
about your mic being hot, and it was more about your audio quality was so much better than Don's and then Molson's.
Oh,
I
my Lord.
think because of the Zoom thing.
But
I
he
think.
but he is the
So-
good looking one. He is the good looking one.
Again, I was on the audio side, so I wasn't.
You
All
just
right,
sound
Stevie.
like you're good
Very-
looking. You just
very-
All right,
sound.
Stevie. All right,
I've
Stevie.
got a face
Joe
for
Brett.
radio.
Joe Brett's got the sexiest voice out of all of them.
Yes, he
Oh,
does.
yeah,
Joe,
no doubt.
Joe Brett could be a DJ. Joe Brett, he's
Yes,
Wow,
I
wow.
agree.
DJ.
I agree. Yeah. I agree with the Joe Brett being a DJ thing. So yeah. Okay.
Boys,
All right,
y'all
let's,
drinking? And nobody drinking?
Oh, yeah,
Y'all
it's-
ain't
it's-
drinking yet.
We'll go-
The pace he goes,
there we
though.
go.
We'll go through that in a minute.
What is
Yeah,
this?
we'll-
It's
we'll
a
get to that.
PBR.
I need
Yeah.
ice. I'll be back.
Pabst Blue Ribbon. What is up, John? What's going on, buddy? It's been a couple months since you joined us. How are you? Can't hear you. You're muted.
Muted.
Oh, these Yaesu guys are audio. I swear.
Uh-oh, here we go.
And he streams.
Literally the best audio. Well, next to Flex, of course. Literally the best audio out there at Dakota Park right now. And I'm just teasing John.
Andy's won a couple Oscars apparently.
Well,
I mean, are those Grammys for mixing audio behind
no,
you?
actually, what it is, the Academy Awards and Emmys are tomorrow night, Sunday night, and
Sunday night.
let's face it, they're boring, but we need,
Yes.
we need an award. So I actually been presented an award for tonight. I was the recipient of the Radio Award. And if you don't mind, Jason, I'd like to take a few moments to, I guess, give my speech here for this
Please do.
beautiful
Please do.
award.
Yes, yes.
So right now, first of all, I have so many people to thank, or actually not thank, because I got the award for having probably the lowest amount of views and subscribers of all the YouTubers in here right now.
You're a winner in our book, buddy.
Well, thank you. And so many people not to thank here who don't watch my channel. But first, I want to thank the other nominees in this category. It was a real tough one. So other YouTube channels like the Captain and Tennille and Kiss Tribute Band Show, Ninja Hide and Seek Hour, the Ethnic Diversity Hour with Mel Gibson and Paula Dean, of course, Ray Charles Double Dutch Jump Rope Instructional Channel. You were all so, we were all in this competition together, and I just, want to thank everybody for their. I do want to thank my mom and my dad. My wife for letting me buy the video equipment podcasting. Hun, it's not for OnlyFans. I told you. God, Aurelio's Pizza, and thank you very much. So they're playing me off right now. Thank you. I gotta go. Thank you.
Bravo, my friend.
Yes,
Bravo.
yeah.
Nobody ran up and slapped you either,
And
so
this
that's
is
the
and
plus.
this is why we invite John back to the happy hour week after week, so month after month, however often we do this. But yeah, thank you very much.
This is a high quality award. I mean,
you're gonna have to bring that to Hamvention and display it on the Yaesu table. I'm telling you right now.
We are here. Let me get. I mean, this is the best cheap Chinese
gold?
quality that
Is that gold spray paint?
It is
That is awesome.
Look at that. It is
Wow.
I'm gonna cherish this. This is an
metal
award
flake gold
beyond.
The Guild
Oh my
Fang.
gosh,
It is. It's I mean
The
Guild
Gilded Fang. Yes.
gilded fang.
yeah, it's actually
Oh.
puxing. That's new quality here at the show.
Oh.
It's puxing.
The puxing.
Yeah. So
Look at him flexing.
yeah, so
Stop puxing around with that thing.
Yeah. So so all jokes aside, I know you've been doing some stuff in DMR. Puxing's not bad as far as DMR quality goes, but
no, they were
Wushan.
Yeah.
the original Wolshan. But
Yeah.
it's no, it's been good. It's been fun. Like I said, I had one of these, dug it up, and I thought, you know what? Hey, I'm going on the happy hour tonight, so let's go ahead and
Let's
show off
do
my
it.
new award here.
Absolutely. Hey, man. Yeah, that is great right there. So K6YY Whales in the chat. Ham Radio Lady. She says, I only have 246 subscribers. I think I won the lowest subscribers on YouTube. My channel is absolutely no frills. Let me tell you what she does. She answers CQ POTA every time I go activate a park. So I probably worked her like 7 or 8 times this week because I was at the park almost every day. So thank you K6YYL for being out there. That's great. Kyle, you got to include her next time because
All right.
I know your list was surprisingly short of any kind of diversity or female.
Oh my
radio
gosh, are we
YouTubers,
going to get
so-
into this?
Yeah.
Are you going to call
Diversity
us
It's all
and
our
kinds
inclusion.
of middle-aged white males.
Come
What
on.
are you talking about?
I didn't know there was an HR department on my trivia.
Some of them were in the snow.
Yeah,
Some of
yeah.
them were in
different countries.
Also
our-
white.
We
There are
have people
5
from
different kinds of
California on that
bulbs
list.
on
It's
this stream
okay.
right now.
We had international white men.
What more diversity do you want?
I know it. Yeah.
And even a
It- yeah,
token
no.
Canuckistanian.
That's
I,
right.
I don't subscribe to the whole diversity thing, but well, there's a long story behind that. I do, but I don't at the same time. I'm just like sometimes people are like, so do you? And I'm like, I want people to get interested in ham radio. If you breathe oxygen and have red blood, I want you to be interested in ham
Right.
radio. I don't really care anything. But
None
that's a
of
very
those
high
lizard
level.
people.
That's a very, yeah,
We don't
yeah.
want those lizard
No-
people getting
No
into ham radio.
Klingons, no Romulans, no Borg. Certainly no Borg. We don't like those guys. They have a lot of RFI in their Borg implants. So
Romulans.
none of those
Yeah.
guys at all. But
The
yeah,
Borg remind me of Elecraft.
yeah.
Assimilated.
You would be assimilated. Well, it's like
assimilated.
yeah. You have to buy all your parts in different locations, so like Elecraft can. So yeah.
Like I can't.
Let me just take
They're
a
just
case
walking.
off
They're
the
just
desk.
walking
Oh my
kits.
gosh,
Is what they
yeah.
are.
Yes,
So-
exactly.
Did Steve leave? Steve dropped. Steve, come back. We didn't. If we offended you, we're sorry. Sorry.
He said something about the internet. I think it popped up there.
Oh, okay. All right.
They don't have good internet in Huntsville. Squirrel died or something.
Yeah, all those rocket scientists out there, they can't get any internet.
Oh no, was his channel in part of the nomination? I didn't see that there.
I don't
and that's
know.
coming from the guy that lives in the north woods of Wisconsin, right?
Yeah,
up by
yeah,
Canada.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So.
Yeah, watching Fargo was like a family reunion.
I thought you were in it.
Yeah, I was.
The
I was in it.
names
I was the
have all-
fat kid that got shot at the beginning. Way to go! Yeah, hey.
The names have all
First
been
on the
changed to
island.
protect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a real Wisconsin family reunion when the wood chipper comes out. Is what you're saying?
Oh darn right. Yeah. You know,
That's right.
like wood chipper. We're like, oh, that's
Oh,
just
you betcha.
that's shit. That's Tuesday.
Gotta wonder what Thanksgiving's like.
Oh, you don't want to know. You don't want to
You
know.
know.
You don't want to know.
So many casseroles.
Yeah. Well, no. You know, it's not casserole. It's like 28 versions of the same thing. Like,
Oh, good,
Christ,
yes.
people. It's potatoes and not mushrooms, marshmallows. It's not that hard.
Is that what you call a smorgasbord up there, John?
Yeah.
I know that's a word up there.
Well-
Smorgasbord.
Well, no, because okay. So you got to understand, if you live north of Highway 8, alrighty, in Wisconsin, if you look at where there's Highway 8, so like Highway 8 separates northern Wisconsin from southern Canada, alrighty, and like what is kind of like Wisconsin? Well, it's like a really great loft party of the Midwest. Okay, you know, we're looking down at what else going on there, but no, we're all about food and good food, but I'll tell you, don't die and go to a funeral in northern Wisconsin, because I'll tell you, unless you like peas, you're screwed. Okay, because everything's got peas and probably
The
some
pea
dishes of
salad.
Soup.
the pea salad. Yeah,
What
it's-
is that stuff? Because I'm from Michigan. It's very much very similar. What the heck is that stuff? It's green and it's got the marshmallows in it.
salad?
Green goo.
Oh, that's
That's green goo.
No, that's green. That's
Jell-O.
green bean casserole. It's green
No, no,
beans.
no,
It's
no.
cream of
You're
mushroom
talking
soup.
about a dessert.
No.
We have that down here. We
No,
have
it's a
green
dessert.
bean casserole.
Not
down
mushrooms, marshmallows.
It's a
Yeah,
dessert,
it's a
right?
dessert. It's a
Yeah.
molded.
Oh,
It's called like
trifle.
the deal.
It's a
Or
dessert.
are you talking about 7-layer
Fambrosia.
bars? Oh, ambrosia.
Yeah. That has like
Ambrosia.
Mandarin oranges in it though, too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ambrosia.
Yeah.
And coconut,
That's ambrosia.
Only
the
in
green stuff?
I
California.
don't know. I don't
No,
know what
it's-
that is.
No,
Ambrosia's good.
no, it's not. What it is? You
Yeah,
know what
it
an
is.
ambrosia is? No, let's talk about what ambrosia is here. We're going to talk about food
I
tonight here.
don't
We're
know.
gonna look-
we
we're
we
gonna-
always talk
Where's-
about food,
where's
so that's
Scott?
fine. That's
Okay.
fine.
We're Scott when he talks
Yeah,
about
we're
food.
Scott. Yeah, yeah.
Let's get into
It's
it. The
like
fat
a
guys.
Jell-O
Okay, here.
salad.
So first of all, two things: never argue with food with a fat guy, and never go to a bald barber. Those are the two things in life that will keep you guys living. Okay. No, all
Yeah.
ambrosia or Jell-O salad is that a parent was being really mean to their kid one time and threw fruit into it, and it caught at a church picnic. So then we were all screwed from that point there. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Michael says it's Watergate salad.
Watergate salad. That may be right.
Josh has to bring it up, and
Yep.
you know, so now I got to pin him. So
Yep.
it's like
That's not- was that what you
heavy-
were talking about, Mike?
So
No,
ambrosia,
that's not it.
as of Alton Brown says, ambrosia has
Yeah, but Alton Brown is a highly
sugar,
respectable chef.
Orange segments, fresh pineapple, grated coconut, chopped pecans, and maraschino cherries, and little marshmallows. It's very good.
Not in any Midwest house. It's not.
I'm gonna consult with my culinary expert here.
That's the difference between a $2 embroidered salad and a $20 embroidered salad. Okay?
That's it.
There you go. Wow.
I love Alton Brown. Don't get me wrong. But he's wrong on that one.
Mm.
I mean, that's the one I've had. That's the same I've had.
Yeah, but
it's not like this is some
you're
kind
in California, dude.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
I've never heard of him. I'm from Texas. I've never heard of him.
It's a Midwest thing.
So
yeah,
okay, yeah.
Just like Ope.
Okay, so my wife says Alton Brown is an authority on food, so that means it's true, because she's probably more of a foodie than most.
I have been watching Alton Brown for years. Yes, his show on Food Network. What the hell was it called? Good Eats. All the science. Good Eats. Yes.
Good Eats. Yep. Yeah. Good Eats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Watched it religiously.
So good deal. Anthony, what's going on, buddy? How are you?
Dude, have you seen my car key anywhere?
I have not.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I saw it when we were in Hamcation together.
Oh,
you
that's
were
right. By the radio.
driving Frank and I around. I mean, you did a really good job with that. So.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
The one Hamfest I don't drive to, so I had to bum a ride off people. So.
Y'all are talking about Midwest food. Hello.
Yeah.
Nobody's mentioned pasties yet.
None of us are from the Midwest.
I don't know what that is either. I don't
Shit.
know what that is.
Dude, it's like a kolache, but good.
So we got a lot of we got Midwest transplants out here, and we have a pasties place like a couple miles from me, and they are
you do.
freaking dynamite.
Yes, yes, you do. I've been there. It's over by Madeiras, isn't it?
It's off of Catella.
Yeah.
And
Take the 405.
So good.
Really good.
Exit 172.
Hand pies.
TC Fitz, thank you for the super chat, buddy.
He's the best.
So, yeah,
Jackson,
he is
the
the
best.
best.
Did you see the Texas atrocity that happened this week?
You're going to have to tell me what you're talking about.
Someone crashed into the check stop.
Oh, yes, I heard about that.
That's
Yes,
like
I
running
did.
over the Baptist church.
It's like when the big Tex burned.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So, yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
what the?
There's a place.
Yeah, go
there's
ahead.
There's a place in a town called West Texas, which is not in West Texas. It's actually just north of Temple, just north of Waco. Okay, and it's called West Texas, and there's a Czech stop, CZECH, however you say that, Czech stop, Czechoslovakian stop, run by a family. It's a family-owned thing, and they are Czech Republic. What do you call it?
Czechoslovakian.
Well, they don't. It's not.
Czechish.
That's
it's
not.
Germanish town.
That's not what you
Czech.
call it.
Encompasses all of them.
Yeah, it's not Czechoslovakia anymore. It's the Czech Republic. But so whatever, they're Czech. They're French. Yes,
they're Slovaks. I'm a Slovak.
And Slovaks. Okay. So they've run this. This has been there for decades, 2, 3, 4 decades, something like that. And they have the best kolaches and the best, some of the best Czech food anywhere. And it's really good. You stop in there on the way when you're going north and south between like Dallas and Austin. And yeah, somebody drove a car through the front window or something.
How that's possible? And ran a RAV4 of all things.
Yeah, well, I don't remember what car it was.
It's like Bucky before Bucky's got cool.
Yeah,
the check stop is where you stopped. That was just was you don't pass it, you have to.
Correct. Yeah, that's right. So,
yeah, but you're kind of dating yourself there. That's like saying, the Waffle House has quality food.
Dude. Oh, that's Bob.
I was going to say, if Bob from Art Finder was on here, you and him could have a conversation right now.
John, Waffle House is...
Waffle House has a time and a place, but I was sitting beside Bob in a Waffle House in Huntsville, Alabama, and I had a 30-minute conversation with him on why he thinks Waffle House has the best hamburger or cheeseburger in the world.
Okay, that's...
And I'm like...
world?
In the world.
Yes.
No,
and at some point, I'm like, how do I gnaw my legs off to get out of this? Because he was blocking my exit.
Maybe like the best bum fights, but not the greatest food. I mean,
no,
come on, man.
So
the best it wasn't even breakfast food. It was the best hamburger.
Yeah,
because he says they put it on Texas toast, and I'm like, that's not a hamburger then.
It's a patty melt.
It's a patty melt.
It's a patty melt. Yeah.
Denny's has been doing that for a couple
of
years now.
Still not get anywhere near the best patty melt in the world.
No.
But let's take it from the beginning. Kyle said time and place. Time is between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. the place you're so damn drunk you don't know where you are.
Exactly. I mean, we've got
bingo.
See, in the Midwest, we call that Denny's.
Yeah.
We've got
Right.
Waffle
Yeah,
House
we have
here.
Denny's.
Yeah. And sometimes it's the best thing that you can eat at that time, but there's a time and place for Waffle House.
I was gonna say you went to Waffle House instead of going to Blue Plate Cafe.
I was gonna say, yeah, if you were in Huntsville, Alabama, you don't go to Waffle House. You go to Blue Plate Cafe.
Jason, we had a lapse in judgment, and we all decided
we've had several of them actually. But go ahead. What are you talking about?
That's so politically correct. That's so politically correct.
What did we do? What are you talking
Did
about?
it involve a ditch, Kyle?
I got out of the ditch before I left.
Some hash browns, though. Hello. I like the hash browns.
Jason, you were there that year. It was 2 years ago when we lost a ham radio YouTuber because he got lost in the ditch somewhere between the pavilion and his cabin.
Okay. I was thinking about Waffle House. I'm like, that didn't happen at Waffle House. That happened at Montesano.
And he was discovered in the wee hours of the morning.
Yes.
You all better start putting some APRS tracking on everyone's belt or somewhere.
Was that a certain N8 call sign?
Nope.
No.
No.
That was one of the guys. It was one of the guys on the trivia last.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And zero? Okay. Is he a zero?
I remember that.
They shack a lot.
Yeah, they do shack a lot.
Yeah.
He has a brother.
Yeah.
You could almost say they're twins.
Yeah.
Almost.
Well, they share the same mother.
I didn't know that Norm was in Texas because he was at the Houston Hamfest last weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd forgotten that.
You know what? I think next year I'm going to fly down and I'm going to go to the Houston Hamfest and hang out with you guys.
I think you should. I think you should
I may
do
come
that.
down for that.
It's not worth it, but I think you should do
I was
that.
going to ask you, how big is this?
We're gonna make it worth
My
it.
videos did not lead me to believe it was a big one.
It was not. It was not big.
It looked big because used a wide angle lens.
It's a fantastic regional show. It's a fantastic local and regional show. I'm not trying to dog it.
It's a really big swap.
Where is it between Huntsville and Orlando? Is it?
It's in Texas.
It's nowhere. It's nowhere between Huntsville and Orlando.
West. Go west, sir.
Kind
West
of.
and south.
You see,
playing
Texas
cards,
is
man.
kind of in the middle of the country.
It's in non-occupied USA. Okay.
Size-wise.
So
Size-wise.
go west.
I got a daughter in
Go
Colorado.
west.
It's probably 12 hours from Huntsville.
It's about a quarter of the size of Huntsville.
Oh,
Jim, there's no way you didn't know this was coming.
right.
If Jim goes to the Houston Hamfest next year,
I teed that
It's
straight
not.
up.
I would.
West Texas, go south.
Yeah.
There you go.
I would like to. Those HRO was there. I spoke to Robert, the manager of the Texas HRO. I spoke to him at the beginning of the show. I'm like, hey guys, I'm glad y'all are here. And I know I've known Robert for years. He's a good dude. And I talked to him kind of towards the end of the show on Saturday. And I was like, hey man, what was it? I mean, you don't have to tell me. I'm not asking for numbers. Just how was the show? And he's like, man, we had set a goal for ourselves, and we far surpassed that.
Oh,
We're
wow.
very happy.
That's
I'm like,
good.
cool. That's awesome.
That's good.
That is good. I'm glad to hear that. They said they will be back next year.
Thanks.
So I
We should
want
do a
to
meetup down there.
yeah. Well, Shane, all you got to do is take off work, buddy.
I'm going to the More Expo, son.
I know. Yeah, we'll see when you get
It's
there. But
off.
okay, yeah. So, but no, I would very much like to grow that show because it has a lot of potential. So
It's on my list for next year. I have a daughter who lives in Conroe, just a little bit north of Houston.
that's not very far at all.
Yeah, it's definitely on my
basically
list
half
for
hour
next year.
from me.
you know,
That's
if they
basically
want,
where Mike is.
but they got to get more information out. Like it was so short notice for so many people and stuff like that. It was just like they got to start talking about like at the end of the year prior. You know what I mean? That was the biggest thing that I saw about that year because people asked me, were you going down? And like, I just don't have time. You know, it's like you can't.
Yeah.
You know, it's like 2 months notice, 3 months notice.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. I mean, well, okay. Number one, they told us during the show this year. I was talking to Mike, the guy in charge, and he gave me the dates for next year. So the dates for it's like March 1st and 2nd or 2nd and 3rd, whatever that first weekend, Friday and Saturday is in March. So if I ask you now, John, can you guarantee that Yaesu will be there next year?
I can't guarantee anything from month to month with the way our schedules are. I'll be honest with you. Each month we're just so slammed, but I don't know. It's no, it was just, you know, they had said there, and I heard a lot of people are saying that, but it was just like, by the time that they got, you know, the notice kind of got out and everything like that, I mean, it is Houston and stuff fills up fast there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. It's actually in a little town outside of Houston called Rosenberg. So it's not in Houston proper, but it's close to Houston. But there's more. My point in saying that is there's probably a little bit more areas to get a spot to stay than you think there are. So, and there's a lot of Airbnbs in that area as well. So, but we can work something out. I think that if you were to announce that Yaesu went, since Ray Novak lives in Texas, he might take that as a challenge, and then we could really grow the show that way because both ICOM and Yaesu would be there. I that's just my theory. Prove me wrong, please.
You know, I feel so bad because it's some of the shows in Texas are always kind of like Madonna. You know, they're always we're like trying to redefine themselves and everything. And I mean, what was the big one? It was
Hamcom.
You know, we used to go to Hamcom, and then it just was like, COVID and everything like that, and whatever. But it was just kind of like, you know, poof. You know what I mean? And even what was the other one in Mississippi that is usually in March too? Yeah,
that's that one's in Jackson, Capital City.
Yep.
Capital City Hamfest.
That would make sense.
No, the Jacksonville is it? If it's Jacksonville,
not Jacksonville,
okay.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Jackson, Mississippi. Is that what you said, John?
Yeah, it was normally like I think this weekend or last weekend.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Hamfest was last weekend too.
Honestly, Jason,
Birmingham.
John could just send us all of the stuff, and you and I could do a Yaesu booth.
No,
here.
I could do it. I do a Yaesu booth every time I go POTA.
Right.
I mean, it's like, hey, you can.
We'll take care of you, buddy.
You can POTA.
Clubhouse
you can
giveaways. Clubhouse giveaways.
Yeah,
you can POTA. No Clubhouse giveaways. I'm doing giveaways.
You treat equiment.
We'll take a cold FTDX 10.
It's
thank you.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Jim. It's an icon.
I do it. I do a Yaesu commercial every time I go POTA because I'm like, hey, you can go POTA with any radio, or you could do it correctly and use this FTDX 10.
Just drop testing an icon.
I just sit in my car with my 891 and my ATOS, and the
I
calls
think
just come to me. So
I think we've sold more 891s due to POTA than anybody in Yaesu.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I bought it.
Who's got an 891? Who's got an 891?
I bought one like a week and a half ago.
Who's got an 857?
No, I don't have an 857.
I got
Who's got a 7300?
I got it.
I got two.
I got an 897 at Courtside. Some guy was selling a used one with a nice case, and
that's why you're talking about batteries.
It came with a tuner. Yeah. The battery video I did. Yeah. So I got an 897. I always liked that radio.
Yeah, I had one of those.
I wish they still made with the FT100, the shack in a box in an 891 form factor.
Yep.
Hello, satellites.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of on my to-do list, Matt, that radio. I would love to have one of those.
Someone needs to, and I'm not just just saying this because John's here. I've been saying this for years. I've been saying this for years. We need an updated version of the IC 7000 or 857, 2 meter 440 all mode, HF, everything, small, compact, 100 watt. That's what we need.
I think we need a new.
Would be fine.
The 991 is it fits that bill, except it's too large and heavy to be a mobile radio.
We need a new 706 Mark IIG.
Yes.
3G. 3G.
Yeah.
Or 3G.
Yeah.
3G.
Whatever.
No, it's got to have 5G in it.
Every time you're
right, Kyle. You're right, Kyle.
Every time.
5G.
Yeah.
Man.
Every time I say that in any of my best of mobile radio videos, any of the videos I say, I really wish we would see something, because the 891 is basically in a world. It's the only option out there right now for a small, compact, face comes off the radio or fits on the radio, 100-watt mobile radio. It's the only. For now. But
I saw that.
You should totally announce that, John, because
why not?
the 818, you destroyed the 818 market by announcing that they were going, because the HRO out here, I don't know if you heard me say this or not, they had 65 of them in stock. When you made that Facebook announcement, they sold all 65 in 90 minutes.
How much did they sell them for? How much did they sell them for?
Good job.
$6.99, I think.
Yeah, they ended
something like
I'll
that.
crank the prices on them.
Man.
Yes, they did.
They were up
they
to
did
like
with
$800.
They did with the second batch. I think that first batch, when that was first announced, they were still normal price. I think.
No, I will tell you this. A coupon expired. People didn't realize there was a coupon on the 818 to give credit, because I've heard a lot of people saying like HRO and everybody was like raising the pricing, and like no, there was some coupons that did come off on it. So I want to give dealers that credit. It wasn't they weren't screwing everybody.
When Thomas Witherspoon, he put together a list on his QRPer.com blog, and he said, "Hey, everybody's got their second batch of 818s in. This is the last batch." And he listed the prices of everybody. And RNL was the lowest price at $644. And he was gone like that because I said, hey, guys, go here.
The final batch we had come into the candy store, they were pre-sold before.
Yeah.
And our name didn't even make it onto the list.
Yeah. So
perfect.
Yeah, it was and then, Gigaparts was a decent price. Then HRO was higher than them. And MTC had the highest price on there. I hate to say that because I love Richard. He's a great guy. But he had the highest price. But I told everybody.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Yes, they are. I told everybody, I was like, call the store and ask. Because I don't know what but the coupon thing makes sense. Nobody was talking about that, so I didn't know that. But,
can I just throw this out there? Does a coupon,
I guess you can.
Does a coupon okay, thanks. Does a coupon really matter? Listen, I came out of
manufacturer's coupon. John's talking about a Yaesu coupon.
But here's the thing: 22 years of doing retail, I get it, but I still don't understand it, because whether you pay $9.99 for the radio, as an example, or $1,099, or whatever that $100, it's not. I don't think it's really going to stop you from buying the radio of your, whether it's an ICOM or a Yaesu. When your heart is set on something for whatever the reason is, you're buying that radio.
But you might not.
It's not that way anymore, though.
But you might not buy it right now. But if you get a coupon, it becomes I've been looking at this for a while. Right. I want to buy it now.
Well, but hear me out on this. So the 818, right? There's a lot of them, and a lot of 817s, right? And the only thing that changed was they took it out of production, right? And then the price just went pew, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The same quality of radio, right? It was kind of priced in the market about $650, right? So it was just this panic buy kind of situation. That's why people bought them up, because they were like, "Oh, I got to get one because I didn't have one, or I had it and I loved it and I sold it. I shouldn't have sold it." But the thing I told people is like, "Hey guys, the ones that are in the market already, like the used 817 NDs, like those are still not buy, and you're going to be able to get those eventually at the Hamfest again, and the prices are going to come back down."
The hot prices right now are going up. I saw Josh, by the way, your audio is fine, but your video keeps freezing. Yeah. I saw 817s at Houston for like $600. 817s. Yeah. 817s. $595. Yes.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The price is going to come down though eventually, once people get off of the panic.
Eventually. But I mean, like the 706 Mark II Gs and the 7000s prices have been stupid for years.
The D74. The D74, when it was still sold by Gigaparts, was $550, I think.
Yes. Yep.
And the minute they took that out of production, you couldn't find them things for less than $800, $900 for a D74.
Yeah, they've settled out at about $650 today.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's still $150 more than I paid.
So
for
maybe
mine.
I'm different, but again, guys, maybe I'm different. Maybe I'm the anomaly.
Oh, you are different.
I'm sorry.
That's no lie.
Okay, that's
appreciate you recognizing yourself that way.
Mr. El Camino.
Wow. What are your pronouns?
El Camino.
I identify as Izzo. No, but seriously, guys, the $100 again. You get into this of how much money do I need, and when you're anywhere between $900 and $1,100, you got to have at least $1,000. You know that, so. I understand the whole marketing thing, and listen, everyone's going to continue to do marketing. I get it, but I think the reality is when you want that radio, for whatever the reason is, you're going to buy it. And I think $100 is not going to trigger you to buy it any faster.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Wrong.
I see what you're saying.
We're hams. Yes, we're frugal at times. Listen, I know a lot of cheap frugal.
Frugal's one word for it.
Yeah,
that's not the word I would use, but
that's is one of the other words.
Cheap ass bastard is more and more appropriate.
Yeah.
But like anything else, I've seen some hams buy some great radios, but they don't do justice for a power supply, feed line, the antenna.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
No kidding.
And it's like buying a car.
Correct.
And not putting on good Michelins or a good high quality tire or good
Putting
shoes
diesel
on
in the
your
tank.
feet. Yeah, exactly.
It's like buying a it's like buying a hot rod and putting 87 octane in it.
Right, it's like walking around with fucking. It's like walking around with
wow.
With like Crocs. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I don't
you
care.
did just update your terms of service for
going to the wedding,
so.
putting on a tuxedo and wearing Crocs. You don't do that, man.
I've done that.
I would do that.
I would totally do that.
You put on those shiny.
My wife would divorce me, but I would totally do that. I was just like, hey, this is gonna.
On behalf of everybody in North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, the northern part of Illinois, and the UP of Michigan, we are offended by your statements. That is wedding attire, Don.
You put on listen. You can wear camel all day long. I don't care. But put on a nice pair of spit shine shoes or a pair of Chippewa. Put on a pair of Chippewa.
We do have Crocs in black. Thank you.
Crocs in black.
John, I do want to say the lower peninsula of Michigan is in with you there too.
Except Detroit. We will not accept Detroit.
And listen,
I hail from Detroit, man.
And
I gotta tell you.
And any of you smart asses out there, don't be sending me a pair of Crocs because I'm sick and tired of getting barbecue potato chips and all this other crap. Don't you dare send me a pair of Crocs.
Dude, I love
all dressed in ketchup potato chips are the best, and you know it.
Yeah, those ketchup
Dressed are the best. I don't even have a problem saying that.
Izzo owes $1 to the swear jar.
So
What's
the
website is what I want to know because I'm getting in there right now.
Todd over there in Hawaii says, "Where's the damn cuss jar?" Don, I need a super chat from you, buddy.
You know what the coupons are good for. I don't disagree with Izzo. He's got something.
No, he's right. He's right.
But the coupons also give you plausible deniability. But
That's
baby,
true.
I saved $100 on
I saved $100 on this. Yeah,
I
that's
had to
right.
make this happen, honey, because I saved $100 on this.
See, when I bought my Yaesu 891 many years ago from R&L Electronics, I got a 25 amp power supply with it.
He does that a lot.
Valued it, I don't know, 80 or $100.
Yeah.
And I used that for many. It's somewhere. I don't know where it is, but I still.
Brian wants to know what your shoe size is, Don. I don't know why, but yeah.
So you need to send him a crock bowl, a crock a bowl that looks like a crock, and then put green bean cast. Oh, ambrosia. Put ambrosia.
Put ambrosia on it.
Oh, I do not like ambrosia.
Put ambrosia on it. Yeah.
So I'll tell you what.
Ketchup
I'll tell you what I'll
chips.
do. If he sends me a tiny pair of Crocs, I'll put them on the rear view mirror, and I'll drive around and I'll take a picture of it.
No. You have to pay attendance. You have to
El Camino.
Ambrosia out of a crock bowl.
Crocs make great POTA shoes too.
They do. They're very comfortable. They're good. They're good shoes if you go hiking. Like if you're on your feet all day, like in a trail, and you got your boots on. Take the boots off, put the Crocs on at night.
So you can wear them in like casual mode, but if you're going off road, you flip them into 4x4.
Oh, please! That does not add. My Merrills, 6 dB easy. These are the most
6 dB.
This is the most comfortable, in my opinion, most comfortable lounging around with you. You could do anything in these things.
Because he never wore Crocs.
No, but look at the tread on the bottom.
If it's not warm enough to wear flip flops, then I don't want any part of it. So.
Right. And flip flops are those, what do you call them? Teaks, whatever I wear.
Don, you're talking about the tread on them shoes. You run a lot. I mean, you have to escape.
You think I run? You should see this guy.
It's Connecticut.
He runs wind sprints in the living room.
Don runs to dinner.
Yeah, I run to dinner. That's right.
Hell yeah.
He's always talking about dropping his cigar. He must drop it when
he's store.
I have never had to put my Croc in 4x4 mode. I mean,
Where's Joe Brett tread for the shag carpet?
I don't know where Joe Brett is. So hey, okay.
Sport mode these days.
Sport mode.
Oh yeah, sport mode. So y'all talked about cigars for a little bit. Could someone post the link to Ham Radio Discord for Antonio? Yeah, I'll post. It's hamradio2.com/Discord. It's very hard to remember. So I'll post it in a second. Hey, Don, Izzo, I was kidding, dude. But thank you for the super chat, buddy. So we need to have Don. Are you going to Hamvention?
No, because So my daughter is graduating this year. She's a senior in high school.
Okay.
We got a whole bunch of things. She got the state college, state university. However, the game plan is depending on what the financial aid package is, will determine whether I get to Huntsville in August.
Okay.
As well as the logistics of when I got to drive her up there and unpack her and say, see you in November.
Why couldn't you have her go to college in a town that hosts a hamfest?
Right.
Orlando or Dayton or Huntsville.
Poor planning on my part.
So we want. Hey, we need to talk about a cigar meetup at Hamvention, because I'm really bummed, and I'm not just saying this because he's sitting right there. I'm really bummed that I missed John coming out to the campsite at Hamcation. So Josh and I were.
When are you going to fit this in, Jason?
Friday night. That's what I was saying in the chat earlier today.
Friday
night.
Oh,
so Friday night. So Thursday's 4 days in May. Friday obviously is the Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the Hamfest. We've got the Troll Pub. We've got the Troll Pub on Saturday. But what about Friday?
Night is 4 days in May also. They've got the Maker event on Friday night.
Well, how long does that last?
I don't know, as long as you want it to last.
I mean, we went there for like an hour last year, and
Move it
then
to Huntsville.
Time and a place.
Well, we're gonna do it at Huntsville also, but we need to have like an around the campsite, sit down, drink beer, smoke cigars thing at Hamvention.
Okay, but if people go to 4 days in May in the Maker Fair, how do they get back in to Hamvention into the trailer area so we can sit around the campfire and drink and smoke cigars?
I don't want to promise this, but I'm pretty sure that that gate attendant was fairly lax last year. So I'm not going to say you can guaranteed to get back in, but
high probability.
Well, me and Dude drove in.
It was like
in the
2 a.m. Yeah. There was
nobody there.
No.
I mean,
Open by 20.
They don't lock that gate. They don't lock that. They don't lock the gate at night because there's RVers staying there overnight.
Yeah.
And you can't lock them in, so they don't lock the gate at night.
How many people watching this? How many people? Think they'll come back around to people running the show?
How many people are, what's going on here?
I mean, there's only 275 people watching.
Yeah, the people right now, but it's not like it's going to be on there until Hamvention.
The people watching the show, are not in charge of the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
The people running the show are not in charge of the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
So
now all the volunteers at Hamvention are aligned.
And I don't think they
gate that night.
I don't think they shut those gates till like 10 o'clock at night, dude. So like the 4 days in May thing. I mean, if we go out there for like from 5 to 7, we can go back to the campsite at 7. That gate's not going to be locked till like 9 or 10 at night.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to be a big deal.
We are doing the Troll Pub again on Saturday night.
Correct.
That was a great time last year.
Yes.
And we rented the Troll Pub again for Saturday night.
Correct.
Did we find out if Tom still works there?
He's going to be there, and I requested him to be there, and he's going to be our bartender again.
Poor guy.
Nice.
Poor guy.
That guy's
what
the
a
best.
Sucker.
He made a killing though.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So if you haven't heard the story,
I himself a pair of Crocs.
Kyle, were you the one who found that place last year?
Yes.
Okay, so Kyle found this place last year called the Troll Pub, and we're like, oh my God, that is made for us. We are full of trolls are all over YouTube. We want to go to the Troll Pub, and they had a little statue of a troll of like a.
Well, that's not little. It was huge.
It was huge. We all
stood in front of it.
Yeah. Like a Lord of the Rings troll out there. So, so we go to this Troll Pub, and we reserved a spot, which was just kind of like on one side of the bar. It wasn't any big deal, really.
So we have the same thing this year.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So they said you have to put a $250 deposit down, and if you spend that much when you get here, then that deposit is ignored. But if you don't spend that much, if you spend $200 and we'll charge you $50, okay, fine.
They don't know us.
So
5 minutes later.
Yes. So I go in there and I put I reserved the place with my credit card on $200. They didn't charge me anything. They just put a hold on the card. So I didn't have to pay anything. So I'll go in there and I sit down and I'm like, okay, just go ahead and put the $250 on there, and just everybody on the side, just the first $250, they're on my card. I paid for that. And like five or six other guys stepped up. Josh, Mike, 2 or 3 other guys stepped up after me because when they tapped out mine, I said, "Hey, all right, go to 300." And when he tapped out 3, it was 20 minutes later. It was like, "Okay, dude, you're at 300." I was like, "All right."
It was hundreds of dollars.
So who was it?
John,
Josh, one of your admins. I forget the guy's name. It wasn't Loyal or wasn't Matt or anybody I know.
It was Alex.
The guy with the beard?
Yeah, the guy with the beard.
It was Alex.
The deer hunter. Okay, so because he brought us a bunch of venison. He said he came by the campsite on Sunday, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I was there late, and I talked to that guy. We dropped $3,000 in that place that night."
Whoa.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
all right then.
I don't have any problems with reserving that room in the university. We're good.
It was like bottle service at a club.
Yeah. So when when you called him back like a couple days ago, I hope you told him that. But
oh yeah, I told him. I said, so I thought it was 3,700, and I said last year we did 3,700.
He said I believe Alex told me over $3,000. I don't remember the exact number.
Yeah. So I'm on the phone to the girl who reserves it. And she's like, "Well, how many people are going to be here?" And I'm like, "I have no idea."
Them.
Yeah,
everybody.
She says, "Well, you have it's $500.
It's $500 this year."
And I'm like,
yeah.
"I think we'll be okay." And she goes, "Well, if you don't know how many people are coming, that could be a problem. Like we did 3,700 last year." And she goes, "Oh, let me reserve you in the premium room.
We'll put up the velvet ropes for you all."
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
I love how they had that. They had that chain. Going across, right at trip level.
Yeah. I was waiting for somebody to eat it.
So the chain is gone. So I said, "Can we get most of the bar?" And she's like, "Of course, sir. Of course. What do you need? Do you need
she remembered you as soon as you said that. I bet
we made their week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was. But yeah. So everybody who's in the Zoom right now is obviously invited to this. We invite everybody anyway.
Right.
But yeah, come hang out with us at the Troll Pub. That's really fun. So
every get together we've ever done has been fantastic.
Yes.
I've been to the ones in Huntsville and they've been fantastic.
It's March and Hamvention is in 2 months. Take off work now, man. Come on.
Really?
Come on. Seriously.
Do it. God, man.
Izzo's not going to be there. We can talk bad about him the whole time. Come on. Let's do this. Let's do it.
I already have my cabin for Huntsville, so we're safe there.
Okay. Well, Huntsville is
that's a challenge, man. Because if I show up, you're not going to know I'm going to show up, and I'm just going to tap you all, or maybe I'll just be hiding in the background.
Oh, so you're going
to do the K0 LWC APRS beacon.
Oh yeah.
No, that's fighting words.
Because that happened last year at Hamvention. He beaconed it at the show at Hamvention last year.
What?
I can't wait to meet him.
He posted pictures that
so
he was in
that?
Florida too.
Guys, what is that? That's what, 19, 20, 21?
I think that's right. Yeah.
Oh man, I happen to be off that weekend. Damn it.
Oh well. Shane, it's too bad you don't have a pilot's license.
Or work for an airline.
You got a balloon.
Work for
the balloon.
yeah.
Balloon drop in.
Yeah, can you imagine Shane comes in on a balloon into Hamvention?
It's like the Wizard of Oz.
That would be epic.
Carlos drops in from
Carlos jumps out of a plane, man. Coming in on a balloon, that's nothing.
Shane's gonna be like, "Don't shoot! Don't shoot!"
Shane landed into the flea market on his balloon.
So the reason I brought this up on Friday is I want to have a cigar smoking night, guys. So and I'll tell you this. Let me make sure that I can. Okay, can I? Yeah. Okay, so everybody can hear you still. I want to make sure my audio is set okay. So the guy at VHQ Hex, if you guys didn't meet him at Hamcation, make a point to go interview him at Hamvention. Okay, so he's outside. He sent me a hex beam a couple months ago, and I said I'll meet you at Hamcation, and we did a video together and whatnot. Makes a very, very high quality hex beam, $1,600. But he gives a lifetime warranty on this thing. It uses 12 gauge wire for the elements. It's like you could roll a tank over this thing and it would be okay. Lifetime warranty on his antenna. He's a cigar smoker. He was outside of Hamcation one morning. I think it was Saturday morning. He was smoking. I was like, "Hey, what are you smoking?" And he told me. I was like, "Oh, I've had." He's like, "You a cigar smoker?" I said, "Sure I am." So we talked about cigars for like 5 or 10 minutes, and I brought Frank walked by and we talked about cigars with Frank. So I did a video. I did an interview with him. I was like, "Hey, this is VHQ Hex." I get some close-ups of his hex beam, and I put it up. He emails me like 3-4 weeks after Hamvention. He's like, dude. He's like, I really want to thank you, man. You give me a great service and blah blah blah. And I'm like, hey man, you got to cook a cool product. I don't really care. Any cool product I'm willing to put on YouTube. Well, he sends me 2 boxes of freaking cigars that I got today. After I got back from Galveston, I went and checked my mail. I had a bunch of stuff waiting for me, and he's like, 2 boxes of cigars, a really nice V-cut Cigar cutter, and I'm like,
nice.
All right, we got to invite this out. We got to buy this guy some drinks. He's a really cool guy. So anyway, anybody who's doing interviews at Hamvention, go interview VHQ Hex. I got the first interview, so I'm good. But you guys go interview him, because Mike is an intern nerd. Josh, you got a really good channel. Y'all go interview him if you can at Hamvention. But he's a cigar guy, so I'm going to invite him out to a cigar thing if you want to.
Don't forget, I gave you that nice Drew Estates factory smoke, so, you know.
No, you gave that to Frank.
No, I gave you one too.
Did you?
I did. That's a $2.50 cigar. So.
Oh yeah, my
God! Wow.
Well, he sent me 2.
Nelson Rockefeller.
Yeah.
He sent me shit. Mike, did you break open the piggy bank together or something?
Wow.
You know,
those cigars he sent me were.
I like to share with my friends.
Yeah. The moths came out of the wallet,
man.
He sent me the Gosh, they're inside. Sin contesta or something like that, without no contest, in other words, in Spanish. And there's another one called what was the one that I smoked that night? I can't remember. Anyway, he sent me a box of each of them. You guys are, I'll be happy to share with everybody who wants one. So
yeah, I saw the one you had in your box when we were at Scott's house, but
yeah. Hayden, Ham Radio DX, join us, man. Zoom link, you should have it. If you don't, hit me up on Discord. Good
Mike,
night,
were those the it's a boy or it's a girl?
Well, I scratched off the writing, so they were just normal.
It's an Izzo.
23. It's a they.
It's a they. It's a they.
We on a radio cigar. You smoke it, and it's blue smoke or pink smoke.
No, they're good cigars. They're by Drew Estates, who makes acid. And
which is not on my list.
Acid is not a good cigar.
I liked acid in my 20s, not the drug. But no, so he's got this.
It would explain the cigar thing now.
I've never done acid.
Exactly.
There's one. It's a Toro Maduro, and they're like $2.50 a piece. They're freaking good.
I can't even a Toro Maduro.
You can't for
$2.50. Come on.
No, you can't.
It's Krylon brown. They painted it.
I'm telling you.
You can't. I mean, typically speaking, when you spend more on cigar, it's going to be a better cigar. But I have smoked some very good $2 and $3 cigars.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I sent Mike some $5 cigars that are fantastic.
Correct.
Those Padron 2000s back when I got into cigar smoking were like $3.50 a pop. And that is a Padron 2000 is a fantastic everyday cigar.
They were decent. I used to smoke cigars on a regular basis. I smoked the Padron 1964 anniversary one.
That is not a $2.50.
If you feel like spending
12,
$20,
$15 cigars.
They're more than that now. They're like $25 today.
It's a $25 to $28
cigar in probably 10 or 15 years. So
well. That's what's wrong with you, Jim.
Jim, you got to come up to Connecticut, man.
Yeah.
So I have a question, Jason.
What?
So I'm off the 19th and 20th, and I have to go to work on the 21st. So can I fly in on the 18th and leave on the 20th?
Let me do whatever you want.
Well, you can do whatever you want to. But
you can leave Saturday night.
Ohio will still be there.
Son. Jason, look at his schedule. Go ahead and put it in there for him. He needs his mommy to write it in for him.
Right.
Do you need your mom
You're talking
to write
about
a note or something? Or?
Dude,
okay. Hold on. I say that again, Shane. I got my calendar up now.
Today.
So I'm off the 18th, 19th, and 20th, but I have to work the 21st at 4 a.m. So I would have to leave on the 20th.
No,
so
this is like the Waffle House. No, it's like the Waffle House. Dude,
call in sick.
Yes, you're not going to make it on Sunday. It's like Waffle House. Yeah. You are not going.
You don't get sick days or anything?
I do.
Tell him it's a heavy flow day.
So Shane.
It'll be all right.
Hey, would you suck on that PBR a little bit?
Wow, you guys are. That's just.
Oh, you switched from PBR.
It's all kinds of wrong, but I mean I like it.
He went to Miller High Life.
So Shane, yes, you could do that, but you're not going to want to miss Saturday night because that's Troll Pub.
Well, that's fine.
So take Sunday off
and be perfect.
I'll see what I can do. That'd be perfect. So, and let me know when if you want to fly in on the 18th, let me know when you get there. I'll come pick you up because I'm driving up there. So I'll come get you. So,
Shane, you got 2 airports. Seriously, there's 2 or 3 airports in that general region. That's what I was looking at.
How do you know, Don? You never been there?
He been researching it.
I was doing research.
Suck.
John, I like how your background is basically a raised hand.
I'm gonna fire up the El Camino.
No, that's the guy from
John
the
has
gate.
a comment.
Oh, I know.
That's the guy from the gate.
But you're wearing a blue shirt, so it looks like your hand.
That's the guy from the Dayton gate.
That's the guy from the gate.
That is one of the best background pics I've ever seen.
It really is. Really.
He's also my cousin, so back off, everybody.
Hamvention's closed. The Moose should have told you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're bringing Minnesota to you. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
During COVID, everybody was using that.
Yeah. Just wait until this weekend, Wisconsin QSO party. Yeah. Wisconsin. Yeah.
Oh yeah, CQ now.
Yeah. CQA. Yeah.
You're 5 and 9.
Sounded like a youper.
Oh my gosh.
You guys sound like you're all from Saskatchewan.
Oh yeah. You know what? I'll fight you there.
Go Packers. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying to get Molson to come to either Hamvention or to Huntsville.
Yeah.
Make it
Molson's not coming to Hamvention. I'll go pick him up.
They've got Dairy Queens down here.
Well, I think there was some
we'll hit every DQ on the way between, the Quebec-Ontario border on our way down through Detroit.
Hamvention is a...
Don't stop at a DQ in Detroit.
No, I know that.
Drive around
just the drive-through. Just the drive-through.
I thought Molson had trouble at the border. They wouldn't let him cross or something like that because of the thing.
He's free range now.
Okay,
free range.
All right,
free range. So Hamvention is a better show.
Back in.
Hamvention is a better show.
Yeah.
Huntsville is a
better
group, a better party.
You got to be careful with that party.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
Even the cops join in.
Yeah.
The cops.
When your
the
park rangers drinking with you.
The park rangers come out to the Monsanto with us in Huntsville, and we're like,
can't wait.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That guy.
Huntsville.
I'm looking forward to
Huntsville's
that.
fun. Huntsville's fun. It's a fun show. So I'm thinking. I have got Huntsville. My spot at Huntsville I've got reserved Wednesday through Sunday night. Right now, I'm thinking about going out there Monday.
What's the date for
staying
Huntsville?
for a week?
What's that weekend?
I'll tell you. Hold on.
That's good that you're going to be out there, Jason, because we got something to
20th.
do out there.
Yeah, so it's the 18th
to the 20th.
Correct, but it's not Friday.
No,
it's not Friday.
The main show is only Saturday and Sunday this year.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, it was last year too.
Last year too, but yeah, they reduced it big time.
So I'll be there. I'll be there no later than Wednesday the 16th. I'm thinking about going out Monday. I'm thinking about leaving here on Monday the 14th. So that means I'll get there that night and staying for a week. So because it's POTA, you just POTA all day long on Tuesday and Wednesday, and you go to Gigaparts and you tease Steve and Jason the whole time. It's fun. And they take you out at night because they're like, well, you guys are in town. I guess we got to take you to dinner. Yes, you do. Come on, let's go. So, yeah, they're good.
Speaking of, where did Steve go?
I don't know where he went. So, he came in and showed us the backpack, then he left. So, I think he wants y'all to buy a backpack.
I need to talk to him. We got money to spend.
You guys want to do a giveaway from their stuff?
From the Clubhouse, yeah, we have a pretty fat piggy bank. We want to reward those folks that are participating in the Extra by April.
I've been selling brownies and chocolate chips at the local grocery store, and we've been depositing it.
For those that
Girl
don't
Scouts
know,
would like the money for the stuff you took from them too.
for those that don't know,
go ahead, Shane.
I put a challenge out to Izzo. I was like, you know what? Put a timeline on it. We're going to get our extra by the end of April. And it was just something between he and I, because he had been studying. I hadn't gotten started yet. And then it kind of morphed into, we had probably 30 or 40 people in our Discord that said, hey, you know what? I've actually been thinking about taking my tech, or I've been thinking about taking my general, or I've been a general. I'm going to upgrade to my extra. So we just kind of made this a blanket thing that the goal for this year is by the end of April, either upgrade, get a license, or if you're not, support those that are. And we have someone that's in our Discord that I have an extra by end of April segment, and he's posting questions like every day, trying to keep people motivated to either get a license upgrade, go to general, go to extra, etc. So looking forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I've been studying for my work test, which I passed yesterday. Thank goodness. I've been working on that for 3 years. So I will start Monday on my extra, and I hope to have my extra done by the end of April.
I signed up for that, but I
studying, son.
I don't think that I'm. Yeah, I've studied a little bit. I'm actually, and I said this before. I'm actually more interested in studying my CW right now.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm. That's what I've been spending more time on that.
So we're coming up with a giveaway. The Clubhouse is going to buy a package of something. We'll figure it out, and we want to give that away to someone who completes the extra or general or tech by the end of April. We've got a list on our
someone. Okay.
Yeah, we have a list of people. If you sign up on the forum, we're going to draw a random person from that forum that who has passed their test within that time frame, and then we'll do a giveaway for it.
You could graduate it so the more they pass, the juicier the prize.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
A pair of Crocs.
So
it'll start with
Drew Estates.
Pair of Crocs.
We'll give away a Bofang for the text.
Yeah, right, Bofang for the text,
or a TYT, whatever, 7700 or whatever that is.
A 7300 for the generals, and then something cool like a flex for the extras.
Yeah,
$2.50.
We're not doing a flex for the extras.
Oh, come on!
Yes.
No.
With a $2
coupon. So serious statement here. I'm going to let Hayden talk in a minute. So 900 miles from normal, which is a freaking awesome name, by the way. I'm at work, so I hope I can hear if y'all answer my question. I'm a tech at this point. I don't know if I'll ever upgrade my equipment beyond HTs. Is there a reason to get my general license? Serious answer to this.
Yes.
Go do a Parks on the Air with someone around you.
If you're close to Texas, hit me up. I'll take you.
If you're in Connecticut,
all of us.
Contact me.
I don't know where you are. Let us know what state you're in. 900 miles from normal. 900 miles from normal really sounds like a Texas name, quite frankly. But seriously, go find a local club, find a ham near you, and go do a Parks on the Air activation.
If you're close enough, I'll fly to you.
Yeah.
Southwest.
So
drop in on
so the short answer to that question is yes. There is a reason to upgrade. So
let's not forget, boys. He can just get an HF radio and do a POTA on 10 meters.
He can right now. Yes, he absolutely can. Yeah, that's not true every day for the next 10 years.
Right.
But yes, he absolutely can on 10 meters right now.
That's a hell of an incentive right now.
Yes, it is.
About 10 meters is open up for texting. You're working the world.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I got
so much DX on 10 meters.
I got 4 not all the same day. I activated Galveston Island State Park about 7 or 8 times in the last 2 weeks. I got 4 guys from the UK at a park to park from a golf dash some park number. 4 guys, different days and whatnot. I worked a guy in Scotland. I worked a guy in Ireland. I worked a ZL station. And I worked a bunch of South American, and Canada was easy. One guy in Alaska one day. I don't remember if I got Hawaii or not, but all on 10 meters. I just basically stayed on 10 meters for the last 2 weeks, and it was just it's freaking awesome.
12 meters is
awesome.
about the same
12.
way.
Yep,
I did.
15.
I did one day that I spent the first hour on 12 meters, got like 35, 38 contacts, something like that, and then I switched to 10 after that. So
I've been on 12 all week during the day. I must have 300 or 400 contacts already.
12 meters is fun. 12 meters is really fun when it's open. It's fun because it's open so seldom. So when you get an opening, it's really fun to get up there and do some damage. So
if 10's open, 12's open.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, that's usually true. Yeah.
Check them off, boys. Check them off. That's right.
There's a 10-meter spot on the POTA page right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hayden looks like he just woke up.
Hayden, what's up, buddy? How are you?
Looks like he's hungover.
No, I'm just on 10 meters. I'm seeing who's around.
He's on 10 meters. So Hayden,
do wear Crocs.
Hayden, I sent your short video, your YouTube short video. I sent it to Chris today. I don't know why I didn't see it before today. Well, actually, it's yesterday. I'm sorry. So I was like, dude, and it was you working me on 10 meters when we were in Arizona at courtside. So I sent the link to Chris at Buddy Poll, and I'm like, hey, dude, check this out. And he's like, did I send him one? I was like, yeah, you sent him one. You remember he's my buddy, and he's like, oh yeah, I remember him. He's like, that's awesome. So yeah, that was cool, man. Just to hear myself on your video on 10 meters, and you were showing a picture of the hex beam at the time. That was awesome.
I'm sure I sent him the full video, but he might not have watched it.
He's really bad about checking email. He's kind of Chris is a great dude. He's just overworked.
He's busy.
And he's real busy. So,
No, it was good. It worked really well, and that particular short is doing very well. Actually, it's just because you're in it, of course. That's what it's all about.
That's why my TikTok's doing well, is because Jason's in it.
Yeah, it's all about.
If I was K at MRD, I would take credit for that, but I'm not really actually that great. So yeah.
Maybe it was a W1AW that got all the
So I was at POTA yesterday, and I'm calling CQ. I'm holding the frequency, calling CQ. I've got 85, 90 contacts by this point in time, and I hear Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Stroke 7. I'm like, oh, that's cool, Stroke 7. It's like Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Stroke 7. Hey, yeah, this is you're 5-7 in the Park Kilo 3013. He talked to me. He's like, oh, cool, man. Yeah, we're operating remote. He was a little bit off frequency, operating remote ARRL. I was like, yeah, I understand. It's like, cool, man. He goes, well, what's your call sign? He's like, you sound familiar. What's your call sign? I said KC5HWB. He's like, dude, this is K6UDA. It was Bob. It was Bob. Nice. And I'm like, did you just say you are K6? He goes, yeah. He goes, hold on a second. I'm going to tune you in. And he tuned down. He's like, yeah, you're off frequency. I'm like, I'm using the Yaesu. I'm not off frequency. So you're off frequency,
a little bit,
So I'm like, yeah. I guess John left. Yeah, he didn't like what we were saying.
That was it.
So yeah. So I sat there and I talked to Bob for like 5 or 7 minutes. I'm like, dude, what's going on? And I'm sure everybody else was like, shut up. I want to work you on POTA. But yeah, he was out there, and then he live streamed like the next day. He was working W1AW Stroke 7. I'm like, that's great, man. He sounded great. He was in Idaho, of course, and he was working the remote station. I'm like, man, that's really good. I haven't talked to Bob in several months, so that was fun.
There's a lot of VK spotted on 10 meters right now.
Really? Yeah.
I'm seeing
that time of night, I think.
I'm seeing the West Coast at the moment. Oh no, there's Texas.
Ooh, maybe I should turn the radio on.
Really?
Why is the radio not on? It should always be.
I'm turning the radio on right now. That's right.
Maybe I should go inside.
Maybe we should all turn the radios.
We're gonna turn this into a ham radio stream.
Yeah.
Damn, I talk ham radio.
Damn,
can we
force the band?
Can we do that? Can we call the guy who turns the bands on during field day weekend and tell him to turn the bands on now? Can we do that?
Right.
Who is that? Can we call Rhea? Rhea knows who that is. She's ARRL. Who is that does that? Call Good Game. He knows who that is too.
That's the ghost of Hiram Maxim.
If anybody can hear, if anybody's on 10 and can tune up 28 and 425, there's a VK station there. If you can hear them, let me know.
425. Okay. All right. I'll do that. Hold on a second.
It's VK5 KV. Yeah, single sideband.
Oh, KV.
Yeah, I don't hear anything on 10.
Who is that, Hayden? You guys know everybody in Australia.
I actually do know who that is.
You're all neighbors, aren't you?
Frank. It's Frank. It's the Australian version of Frank.
Yeah, I know Frank.
Whenever Hayden does his 24-hour stream and he contacts all those people, it's all a first-name basis. I swear, everyone knows everyone else in Australia.
There's only our 4 hams in Australia, man. Come on.
Yeah.
It's a first-name basis in Australia.
It is.
Turn the static on.
It's like, hey, Mike, you know the broom I borrowed from you last month? I'm going to return it. Can I borrow the rake?
What?
You said 425?
I don't know what he
425.
said. I have no idea what he said.
Me
He's speaking of manganese.
That's not manganese. That's VK-ish, isn't it?
I don't know what you're saying, Don. It's El Camino.
N5YT. Where was he? Louisiana, Alabama. That's somewhere near you, isn't it, Jim?
Louisiana, yeah, but that's not next door to me. Mississippi's between me and Louisiana.
Hayden, we do need to do a scheduled thing.
No
one VK station, but I can't just get any.
Tech Prepper says no random contacts. We should do that. I cannot hear anybody on 28.425.
I got no.
I'm gonna move the beam. Hold
on. No random contacts. What does he mean?
He means he makes contacts with people like he says, Kyle, let's make a contact at this time and this frequency.
He works out this whole comm plan. He sends you a document that has we're going to start on this frequency. If that doesn't work, we're going to boom, boom, boom. So it's like a pace plan kind of.
It's a cool. It's a cool idea. It's a cool idea. I don't really. It basically negates POTA and field day. He's like, well, I don't do field day, and I'm like, well.
Is he using vocap as a guidance, or what's he using?
I'm not sure.
Well, actually, yeah, he does research with vocap. They'll do different modes. So the good example is go look up the one he did with Cam4 ACK. The idea is, I mean, it's in the name. He's a prepper, right? So he doesn't care about the random contacts and doing POTA. He wants to have a reliable path for communication to the people that he wants to talk to if there's an emergency or whatever.
All right,
That's
the
what you
beam
meant
is
when you
moving.
said PACE, right, Josh?
It's a
Primary,
cool
alternate, contingency, emergency.
That's right.
It's a cool way to do it, and that's another example of
good plan.
How ham radio is versatile, and it's not just all about just making POTA contacts. It's you can do a lot of stuff with ham radio. So yeah, I mean it's not something I'm specifically interested in, but I find it fascinating because I'm like, hey, I never thought of it that way. That's kind of a neat exercise that you're doing. So yeah,
if you keep
It's
an eye
almost
on
like ale.
if you keep an eye on PSK Reporter, you get a fair idea of what's happening and what time of the day for you locally.
I use DX Heat.
Use DX Summit. Actually, the best way to see if the band is open, just go to the FT8 frequency.
That's very true.
If you hear, if you see a big green or yellow waterfall, you're like, hey, let's do some. Go up to the sideband, start calling CQ.
I use CB channel 15. That's how I know.
Well, that would work too if you want to talk on 10 meters.
No, but really, no, seriously, that's a great way of hearing for 10 meters. It really is. Back in the day, when we were little, it was our TV channels. When our TV channels from New York were coming in better, we knew here in Connecticut the band was open.
Oh, I remember as a kid, you touch the television and Dad would be like, "Hold your hand up."
Yes,
right? You hold your hand up, right? So he could watch Benny Hill.
Yeah,
you know,
that's right. Yeah, Benny Hill. That's good.
All right, nothing heard.
Yeah, I got nothing on my scope.
Shane, where's your antenna boy?
No, I don't have anything at all.
Yeah.
It's an automatic antenna boy.
Antenna's closed here.
I'd open the station, but it's being reconfigured for Stu Perry right now, so I don't have it.
I
don't even have
heaps on my
FT8
waterfall.
right now.
Are you on 10, Mike?
I got like 8 faint FT8 signal.
Yeah, Mike, give us some more FT8. I love that signal that you just pipe right in.
There's nothing. There's nothing.
Yeah,
Mike's got too much RFI to do that.
No, I'm on 10 meters. I'm pretty good. Actually, 20 meters.
Are you?
Is, there's 20 meters here.
Can I share my screen?
Yes. Hold on.
There it is. There's the dulcet tones.
There you go. Yeah. Good job, Mike.
Go ahead, Hayden.
That's what I've got at the moment.
No, hold on a second.
Oh, right into Louisiana. Right into Hurricane Central.
Yeah. Wow. Look at that.
Jeez, you're not far from me either.
Oh, look at that. You got Houston too, Texas. There you go.
That's interesting.
I'm
not
1 block above that.
Well, you're on 10 meter FT8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Zoom in on the map where it says Houston there. Oh yeah, that's little bit south of me.
Come on, Mike, you got a ham harder.
I mean, that's like 70 miles south of me.
Yeah.
You should be able to hear him then.
I got nothing.
That's pretty cool.
That's all right. The night's still young. We'll get it.
Yeah.
The night is young
Sunday,
here.
It's Sunday morning there.
It's like breakfast time where you're at. Dude.
Saturday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh yeah, today's Friday. Sorry. I forgot what day
it's Saturday today, Carl, not Sunday.
Sorry, I thought this was Saturday. Sorry.
Send me the lottery numbers in about 4 hours, Hayden. Send me the lottery numbers. I don't know how many times I got to tell you that, man. Come on. If I win the lottery, I will buy you a 7610 and a Flexity 600.
Everyone,
all you got to do is send me the
heard
numbers.
it here first.
We heard it.
Oh,
we heard it.
Yeah.
And then we're all going to go to a Waffle House.
Nice.
Waffle House to celebrate.
No, Waffle House.
Water for everybody.
How often do you put a ticket in?
Never, because you never sent me any numbers.
I'm never gonna win it, am I?
Yeah.
Hang on.
I need your future knowledge to win the lottery, man. Come on.
VK4 DAD is coming in -12 to me.
Dad.
VK4 Dad.
Dad.
What frequency,
Dad.
Mike?
10 meters.
10 meters.
What frequency?
FT8.
28.074. Yeah, FT8. I'm sorry.
Okay, FT8.
What's the exact frequency on the waterfall though?
28.074. Well, I have it as fake it, so.
Yeah.
Look, he's coming back to me.
All right, for somebody who knows nothing about FT8, when you say -12, is that lower the number, better?
That's good. -24 is about the lowest it'll decode at.
Okay, that's what I want to know. Okay.
So the closer to 0, the better, or over 0 is like banging in.
Banging.
Banging.
Zero
That's a
is
banging
basic.
signal you got there.
Yeah. 0 is basically 5.9.
Did you say that on there?
That's one of the standard messages. Banging in.
Yeah. Look
In
at 73.
CW.
I'm only running 40 watts right now.
Oh,
too.
we're going to use that, Kyle. Send it along with please copy.
Yeah, please
We just
copy.
got 'em.
Banging
Banging
in.
in.
Please
banging,
banging
banging.
in.
Effective field day.
Banging in here. Was that a 5.9? I don't know, but you're banging
Actually,
in.
don't joke about that. I think we actually use that term. You're
Banging
banging
in?
in here
I don't,
today.
I don't doubt you do, man. Y'all use a lot of weird terms up there.
Yeah.
Like all your apartments are flats and elevators
No,
are
we
lifts.
call them
and
apartments. We call them apartments.
Hey,
you call
Hayden,
them apartments there? Okay.
Hayden,
Yeah.
what is so outside the bathrooms there's a thing that you can drink water from. What is that called?
The toilet?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Hey, you
Outside
talking
the
about
We're
the
not at the
bidet?
Waffle House. We're not at the Waffle
That's
House.
not, no,
A
that's
bidet.
Waffle
A
House,
bidet.
Kyle.
Not a
You're
bidet.
talking about Waffle House, and I'm like,
No, what are you talking
A
about,
fountain?
Kyle?
A fountain? A drinking fountain?
Okay, you call it a drinking fountain. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, fair enough.
I think Hayden's been a little bit too. Like I think Hayden's up on your terminology.
he knows
what's
it.
up,
He
bud?
knows we're
Yeah.
waiting
I don't know
to
what
to pounce on his
What
Australian
did you
English.
think it was?
Yeah, what
I
we
Call
use
it
it for?
bubbler.
I thought they called them bubblers. In,
No. No, a bubbler is something completely different.
What's
Oh,
a
okay.
bubbler then? What's a bubbler?
No,
What's a
wait, don't say
bubbler?
it. Next month, that's part of ham radio trivia, Kyle. Don't just
Yeah. What's a bubbler?
Do I need to go to like
He's
Urban
turning
Dictionary,
red, so it's got to
Australia
be
version?
something bad.
Does a bubbler take cash or
You might,
can you
you
use a
might
credit
wanna,
card?
Yeah, you
A
might
bubbler
wanna,
takes other illicit forms of
I
substance.
gotta
I
look
I'm
this
asking
up.
for a friend.
Bub-
That's all.
you might want to go to incognito mode when
Hang
you
on.
hear that.
It's a Bitcoin bubbler.
Hang
There
on,
you go.
hang on.
Put in,
hang
put
on.
in.
The
put in-
girls
search-
are called
search-
Sheilas, right?
Yeah. If you
Yeah.
don't find anything, put in NRL bubbler and see what comes up.
NRO bubbler.
NRL.
I'm not
Lima.
Googling.
NRL bubbler.
Not in real life.
Oh yeah, it
I
did too.
yeah. I'm not doing that on a shared screen on OBS. so.
Search for that, Kyle, and you'll see what's going on.
Look at Kyle's eyes. Kyle's
I'm
eyes
just-
are
I'm
saying
just-
all
I'm-
right now.
Kyle's
I'm
like,
looking-
he's
I'm
he's
looking
like
for the
pointing at the
shock
screen.
face.
He's like, let me turn off
That's
share
the
screen
fountain
real
you
quick.
don't want to drink.
Sorry, guys. Kyle's eyes look like the first time he picked up a girly magazine. That's all I'm
No.
going to say.
The first time I had a sun drop.
I like
Sun
it.
drop.
I like it. I like it.
You like it? That's not good.
I had a good friend from Australia tell me that Foster's was not Australian for beer, but rather for urine.
Oh, well, it tastes like piss, so probably.
Yeah.
That's actually the word he used.
It's like
but-
it's like people from Holland that think that what's the gosh, I can't remember now.
Kyle stunned.
Heineken?
Jeez.
Heineken. Yeah, Heineken. They
All
like it's
right.
Heineken. No, it's not.
Heineken's Dutch.
Heineken in Amsterdam at the brewery is really good.
Yeah, I have had Heineken at
can't-
the brewery.
I
yes.
believe that.
It's
I believe
much
that.
better.
So if you go to Boston, just inside the United States, you go to Boston and order Sam Adams, it is completely different from what we get here.
Yeah.
So
No-
I believe that. I
no one
believe
drinks.
that.
No one drinks Foster's anymore. Like I don't even know
They
if you can
should.
actually buy it. No, it's
No.
no good. No good.
It's not. I was in London one time, and a guy was at a bar, and he's like, "Do you have American beer?" And he ordered a Bud Light, and I'm like, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
What the
So-
hell?
But they
Well,
have.
there is a
Emotional
there is a
damage.
Budweiser brewery in London. Well, it's in Stag. It's Stag.
It's still piss water, whatever
yeah,
it is.
yeah,
but
I mean, whenever I used to work, so I went to London whenever I worked at Anheuser-Busch, and we went to the Stag Brewery.
okay,
And
okay.
they actually brew Budweiser and Guinness at the Budweiser Brewery. from
Really?
London, yeah.
Really?
Nope.
I don't think Guinness is that great either. But I mean, there's some English beers that are
I do like Guinness.
decent.
Yeah.
Not great, but decent. Boddington's. Boddington's is decent.
Boddington's is good.
It's
there's
not-
A,
it's-
there's a
it's
lot
not-
of really good English beer, actually.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's-
if you
I
get
mean-
outside of the light stuff, right? Once you start
Right,
getting to the ales,
right,
like, they're
correct.
really good.
Yes,
they're really
yeah.
good.
Yeah, but everything's
Oh.
accessible by train over there, and you're like, hey,
I just worked the nudists.
Oh my god,
the nudist.
I worked
in 5
I worked them on.
NUD?
I worked them on field day, and that was really funny when I got them.
I think I did too. Yeah.
NU5DE.
NU5DE. Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome, dude.
Right, in honor of that, let's drop the shorts.
Watch this. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I just put him in the waiting room. Just put him in the waiting room.
That just got creepy. That really got creepy.
I know. That's I literally put him in the waiting room, but then he's back now.
I'm gonna speak to the HR department.
Yeah.
There is one.
Offended, though.
We've already called the HR department once tonight. You might as well call them again.
Right?
Yeah.
Ed says that Guinness in Ireland is way better. Yes, I've heard that before. If I ever get to Ireland, which I probably will, and one of these days, I will absolutely drink a Guinness in Ireland.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
How is that drunk? How is that drunk? Warm?
How about
a room temperature?
I think it's room temperature. It's not
cellared.
It's like a little bit cooler than room temperature. It's not like ice cold like we drink it here, but I think it's like
They call it basement. Yeah, cellar temp.
40 degrees. Yeah.
53,
something like that.
something like
Do an
that.
Irish car bomb in Ireland.
They'll love you if you do that.
They're called something different there because two of my coworkers were there and they were served something and it was an Irish car bomb, but they didn't call them that.
We probably just called it a car bomb.
Wouldn't call it that.
It wasn't. No. If you like a red ale or if you like an Irish red,
yes,
Sullivan's.
I do.
Sullivan's Irish.
I've had
red.
that. I've had that.
Really
It is good. It is good. You're right. It's probably different in Ireland than it is here, but I've had that.
It's Kilkenny, I think.
Yes. Yes,
well,
correct.
Across the board, right? Beer is best consumed fresh. You don't want
Yes.
old beer.
Correct.
So if you go closer to where it's from.
Hold on. Because
but it's a different.
Oktoberfest are brewed in March, and they are stored until September.
Well, by that, okay, so that yes, correct. But I think what you're talking about, Matt, is it's an actually different formula for Sam Adams in Boston. It's a different formula than what they sell outside of the Boston area.
Absolutely.
From what I'm told.
From what I'm told. Longer shelf life.
Yeah. Right. It's like when you sell up until 2 or 3 years ago, the state of Oklahoma wouldn't allow beer more than like 2.5% ABV. So all the Budweiser and Coors,
3.2 beer,
3.2. Okay. So all the beer up there was different because the ABV was different from the rest of the country.
But
that's
not a different recipe. That is the fermentation process.
It's just a little less malt.
Well,
that's all it is.
Yeah, but take the same.
But that's
a
different.
right?
Yeah.
Take yeast and put it in bread instead of beer. And you can get bread at the bakery and it's delicious, or you can get bread that's been on a truck for 3 weeks and it tastes like Wonder Bread.
Right. Yes.
My attorney.
Agreed.
My attorney is an award-winning brewer. Actually, him and his dad in the Michigan State Fair. Yeah. And for law school, when he graduated law school, he bought a case of, I think it was Thomas Hardy ale, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And he cellared that, and I'm not kidding. 20 years later, he opened
some that's
one
about 8 years old back here.
Wow.
Yeah. No, really. Some beer will actually get better with age, and that was like, oh my gosh, dude. He's like, and his wife came home because we had brewed a batch. His wife came home. He says, "Yeah, we opened a Thomas Hardy," and she goes, "Oh, really? Boy, he must like you."
Yeah.
So
I just have I have one question for Anthony. Do you have a podcast, or have you ever worked in radio?
I have. Yeah, I've worked in radio since 1983.
I knew it.
Yeah.
He has a radio voice.
He's got the radio voice. Absolutely.
And a face.
Yeah.
Later, it's like if you have it, you should start a podcast. You
Jim,
totally
it's in the works.
Jim left. So later, Jim. Thanks for joining today, man.
What? He didn't even say bye.
Yeah. Well, he did. He did in the chat. He did in the chat. So yeah. And then Josh left, but he's joining back. Yeah. And then
even wine is the same way,
Hayden's still in
right?
there.
You can't.
Wine's different though.
Well, except
wine is
it is and it isn't. Maybe more wine will cellar than beer, but certainly not all of them. Not even most.
But people like people like keep wine for 10, 20, 50, 100
They
years,
keep
and it's
very
worth more.
specific wines.
Yes, it's specific. That's true. I've got beer in my fridge that's been in my fridge for like 4 or 5 years.
If you sell
And
her
most
Bud
of them,
Light, it's still going to be shitty Bud Light.
No, I'm not talking about Bud Light. So there's a brewery in Houston, Texas called St. Arnold's, and they make a pumpkin stout every October-ish, somewhere in there. And they label it. They say it's called the Pumpkinator. So they Pumpkinator 2021, Pumpkinator 2020. And I've got 2018, 19, 20, 21, and I drink like 1 bottle a year, 1 or 2 bottles a year, something like that. And it does get better with age. But it's a high ABV, high whatever, I'm going to use the wrong terminology here, high yeast or high something, and it's not crappy beer. It's just, it's like $20 a bomber. It's a bomber. It's like a 16, 20 ounce bomber. So it's not a can of beer, but it's not cheap either. It's not like, $18 for 24 pack or some Keystone Light crap. So it's
Keystone.
I drank that in college, buddy.
30 stones, buddy.
Yeah, we used to drink. We used to take the 30 pack out to the deer lease and just sit in the deer stand.
That Keystone Ice. It's got the higher ABV.
I never liked any of the ice beers.
Oh, they're terrible. But
yeah,
it's like $15 for a 30 pack.
Yeah.
You're not drinking it for the flavor.
The St. Arnold's Bishop's Barrel is really good. The Bishop's Barrel, they do an annual release of that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can ever catch a Bishop's Barrel on the shelf, grab it. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the worst beer I've ever had, which is unfortunate, was a beer called Hams.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, it's so bad.
That's the one that's in Longmire, right? That's the one
I don't know.
I think so, yeah. Josh, your video's off.
My video is off.
We still need to come up with a type of beer that I need to brew for field day.
Just
yes.
brew some Founders All Day IPA.
Hey,
Jason
now,
doesn't like
Grand
IPAs.
Rapids.
Dude, I don't like it. Well,
I don't either.
You're right. I don't like IPAs. However,
sessionable beer.
The Founders All Day IPA is quite tasty. I would drink
You could do a brown ale that everybody would like.
A good citrus shandy.
Yeah.
Good.
Like a Goza, or a Hefeweizen. A Hefeweizen's good.
I don't like that one.
Gozers are tough.
Gozer.
Yeah.
Gozer. It's pronounced Gozerian.
Because if you let that thing go a little too far, it's a sour.
What about a Hefeweizen?
Do a sour.
That's easy. Yeah.
It's pronounced Goose.
Yeah.
Founders makes a great Goza, whatever. It's called Masagave.
Yep.
It is.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It's lime aged in a tequila barrel. Dude, I'm not kidding. It's like drinking a margarita.
Really?
Beer.
Yes.
It's incredible.
That's like that St. Arnold beer that I had.
Yeah.
Piqued my attention.
Yep.
Can I just have the tequila?
Yeah.
You got to put it in beer.
Yeah.
Matt, we need to get you to come down here for a Texas field day.
Yeah. I gotta make the
You're
trek
gonna
down there.
The pilgrimage.
You should. You're invited right now. You will need a 2-day recovery period on the backside of it,
at least.
So,
actually, he could take a detour up to New York and grab Bob's antenna.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he could.
You're in Pennsylvania, Matt.
Yeah, Western PA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go to Long Island. We need you to
that's
grab
only
an antenna
that's only
first.
10 hours.
It's only
Do you have
10
out of the
hours,
way?
Yeah.
No big deal.
It's only 10 hours out of the way.
Izzo, would you drive from Long Island to Texas to bring us a tower?
Dude, I would do anything for you.
Izzo's got a truck. Izzo is not Frank. He has a truck. So.
And Izzo's not afraid to drive.
And Izzo's not afraid to drive. But yeah.
And I got cigars.
7,000-pound utility trailer. I can.
So
in a tower.
In reality, I'm not joking here. So Bob from R Finder, W2CYK, he bought on an estate sale. He bought a crank-up tower on a trailer with a step IR on the top of it.
Isn't it a 3-beam too?
I believe so.
3 or 4, yeah.
I don't remember. I don't remember which model it is, but he bought that. He got it at a estate sale. He said he got it for a killer price, and he's like, "Hey, why don't you come get this and take it to the deer lease, and we'll use it at field day and winter field day every year." And I'm like, sure.
And every POTA ever.
And I told my wife, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to bring this down to the beach one time and use it on POTA. And she looks at me, she's like,
no.
I'm
Enjoy
like,
that couch.
Yeah.
So I got to figure
I'll
this
sleep.
out.
I'll sleep on the damn trailer, man. Come on.
You will be, but that's like, do I take the ferry? Do I bring it on the ferry, or how do I go over to George Washington with this thing?
It's not.
Yeah, it's just
it
yeah.
collapses down.
No, it's not.
It
big.
collapses down. Yeah.
It's a crank-up tower.
It's a crank. You stand it up 90 degrees, and you crank it up, then you crank it back down and set it down. So yeah, you can take it over the ferry. I took that ferry to get to your house that time. I don't think it's that big.
8 foot or 16 foot?
12 foot, I think. I think it's something like that.
Can't be that big.
It's not that big.
That's nothing.
But anyway, so we have that available. I just got to drive up to freaking Long Island and get it and drive back with it. But
and we've been talking about that for what, a year and a half now, something like that.
Something like that.
You know, long stretch.
Well,
of road, man.
in my defense, besides the fact that I haven't had the time to drive to Long Island and back, Bob's in Cozumel. He's not even freaking there. So
it's all right. His kids are up there.
Yeah, but the last time I checked with him, I was like, "Hey, what is the status on this?" And he's like, "Oh, the wheel bearings on the trailer need to be rebuilt."
That's fine. Now, I can do that in an hour.
I'm sure his kid can do that too.
I think that well, he's actually a fantastic mechanic. His kid Jesse is, but I think that's been done already. I think it's done. So now we just have to go up there and get it. So, but yeah, we need to go get that before June.
Dude,
and take that
hitting a few POTA spots on the way back with a freaking beam.
All I can say
I
is
said that in my winter field day video.
I'm gonna
trailer like that.
I'm gonna grab my KPA 500 and my generator, and yes, we're sure as hell gonna do that.
We got to figure out some sort of a relay system for this, right?
We've talked about.
That's what I was thinking of, John.
How to
talked
get
about
from
this.
Long Island to the Philly area, then
that's what I'm thinking of.
I can make a work trip. I can get it from Philly to Xenia, right?
Yeah. Well, we'll just set up a flex radio and put it on the trailer and put a 4G radio on it and be done.
Because I was thinking
pass of an antenna.
That's right.
Because I was thinking my region to maybe DC, Virginia, and pass it along.
We need someone in
Wait a
Louisville.
minute. Can't we just get Richard the trucking ham to bring it out?
I don't think we can afford his rates.
That's true.
Wow, that's a great idea.
Shane, we got money in the clubhouse.
Richard, where are you? Come on.
Right?
We need an antenna. Can we LTL that?
Well, Jason, I told Jason, let's go get it, but Jason and I's schedule never line up.
Yeah.
Like, I'll fly to New York, and I'll meet you there, drive up there, and then I'll drive back.
Yeah, I have to drive up there by myself, and he's gonna meet me there. So, yeah. But yeah.
Who's gonna drive back?
I would like to. Maybe we can do that in early June, like the week, a couple weeks.
We got
cutting it close there, bud.
After that, so POTA Plaque weekend,
right,
is
Which
Saturday and Sunday,
right.
and I've got
I'm going to the calendar.
But I've already got a RV spot reserved for that weekend. So POTA Plaque weekend, the Monday after, drive to New York, pick up the tower, bring it back. We'll be here for field day at the last weekend in June.
I'm off June the 4th through the 7th, and the 13th through the 17th.
Antenna Pony Express
Shane,
Cannonball Run.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Shane,
right.
I'm off Friday.
That's the weekend before field day.
Right, and the Friday the 16th. And Maggie graduates. We party. We POTA. I'm off Saturday the 17th.
Hopefully, I'm halfway back to Texas by the 16th.
The 13th to the 17th. You said, Shane?
Yep, I'm off the 13th to the 17th.
Let's do that.
We'll just tell Maggie. Listen, just take the cap. Do this. Get the.
That's I think that 13th to the 17th. That works. That's the weekend after. That's the week after my family reunion. Right. So we can do that. The 13th to the 17th. Let's do it.
I have to work on the 18th, so we got to be back by the 17th.
That's fine.
Take that.
I will meet you there on Wednesday the 14th.
Okay, I could do that.
Okay.
The Great Texas Balloon Race is the 12th and 13th, so I might be able to.
Why don't you just fly over there?
Right.
I thought that was on a Saturday.
Just tell it.
No, the balloon race is all week. It's the U.S. National. But no, I could be there on the 14th.
What's the jet stream going to be doing that week?
Wait a minute.
It'll be American Airlines is what it'll be.
There's the U.S. Nationals for ballooning?
Oh, absolutely. There's world champions.
What do you do? Like, you try and hit a target? You go
no, it's a
race.
race. Yes.
Oh, it's a race.
Is it like NASCAR? Is it like NASCAR?
No. So there's different tasks that you have to complete.
I gotta do 300 laps.
You have to take off like a mile and a half or 2 miles away, and you have to fly to a specific point.
My brother's being
you have to
serious
complete
here.
tasks.
So they have different
really
competitions. They have a biggest top hat.
Yes.
Best monocle.
Best basket.
Craziest handlebar mustache.
Absolutely.
Most gears and steam parts on the basket.
Yeah. KE4RXM, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate you.
Shane, have you got the goggles yet? Have you got the goggles?
Yeah, you got to get the goggles.
The Snoopy goggles.
I want to do the commercial for that.
Lee, thank you for the super chat.
No, it's like
so
steampunk goggles.
Let's do Shane. Shane, I just put that on my calendar, man.
I'm putting it on my calendar for the 14th, 15th, and 16th.
Good. Okay, so I will send that to Bob this weekend sometime. Make sure that everything's kosher.
What are you guys doing?
Hell yeah!
I've been zoning out. Sorry.
I'm gonna.
So we're gonna go
and meet Jason in Long Island, New York, on Wednesday, June the 14th, and we're gonna bring a tower back to Texas.
So anybody who's in the chat, anybody who's in the Zoom right now, if you guys want to come do field day with us at the end of June, we'll work it out.
I'm
you
off
guys
that
come
weekend
down.
too.
Good. You guys come down. It's about an hour and a half north of Dallas-Fort Worth, and
what's the closest city? I'm gonna Google it right now. See if I can come down.
DFW Airport. Are you talking about flying, Kyle?
No, I'm gonna drive.
Oh, Fort Worth.
Fort Worth,
Texas. Fort Worth, Texas.
Decatur.
Decatur.
Yeah, Decatur. Denton, actually.
Denton.
Denton, Texas. Yeah.
Denton, Texas, from my house.
5 hours.
Yeah, it can't be that
far.
No. 7.
It's like 7. Probably about 7.
Far from Conroe. That's the real
It's like 14 sun drops.
I was just going to say, plus the sun drop break. Back and forth.
It is. Google is calculating. What? Come on.
Enhance.
Why is this being so slow? 10 hours.
What?
Really?
From St. Louis? No.
Where the hell are you? No, it's not. From St. Louis? No, it's not.
It's straight down 35.
It says 9 hours and 49 minutes.
If you're walking.
614 miles walking.
Don't take the train.
If you're in a balloon, maybe.
Yeah.
It knows how slow you drive.
It's like 7.
Yeah.
It's like 7 to 8 hours to St. Louis from here.
Yeah.
So
it
goes through
that is a pretty
Oklahoma
far
City
drive.
and then south from Oklahoma City to Denver.
Yeah, you got to go through Oklahoma, right?
When I drove
have
to Houston to move here, halfway for me was about Memphis, and it was 11 hours from Detroit to Memphis, and then it was like 9 or 10 hours from Memphis to
where you are. Yes, but from my house to Memphis is like 7 hours.
This is the best conversation.
Yeah, but St. Louis is
Right.
further north than I was thinking.
Yeah.
20 hours for me.
That's pretty far up. Yeah,
20 hours. But I'd have to go through like by Juarez, so I'm going by El Paso basically.
I've made that drive so many
I've
times.
made that drive.
To,
that's a drive right there.
Yeah, it is.
What's up, Randy?
I used to go to Riverside, California twice a week.
Oh my God.
Oh gosh.
Imagine driving from the armpit to the armpit.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Randy, congratulations on the new amplifier. I saw that video. He got one of those Mercury 3s.
Nice. I've got
Jason's
one of those.
got one of those.
I got to put it together.
Do you have one?
So, yeah.
Yes, he's had one for 5 years. What are you talking about?
I haven't had it for 5 years. It's been like 2 years.
Can we put a list together of everything that Jason's got that he hasn't put together?
You can start a whole other YouTube channel.
If you put that list together, and you're accurate with it, I will give you one of these items.
It's almost as long as the new YouTube channels or the radio YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
You have a Mercury that you've had for a couple of years you haven't put together yet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to buy it off of him.
I've put part of it together. I haven't finished it yet. So I've started it, but I haven't finished it yet.
That basically means he took it out of the box.
Don SKT must be swearing right now.
Yeah, why don't you just invite Don over?
He'd be done in 10 minutes.
Jason, I'm going to have you on the channel, and we're going to talk about everything that you have not put together.
Okay.
I want you to...
You know, honestly, though, Jason, you need to contact Callum because the DX Commander that you have is so many versions old.
I know.
I've
already talked. Callum and I talk on a regular basis.
Jason's on Windows 3.1.
like it's a recalled item or something. It's plastic and a telescoping rod.
I
and
just want to ask, how many of you have built a code plug?
Run out on it yet?
Let's go back to this code plug thing.
That's not hard.
DMR code plug is not hard.
I know it's not. I know it's not hard, but people think it's hard.
It's not
People
falling
think
back
it's
on
hard.
That, though. He's like, how many of you built a DMR code plug?
That's the
Well,
IT. That's the
and
IT
I've-
guy in you coming out.
And
Jason.
I've built antennas. I've got like 5 antennas I built. So just because I built
all 5, huh?
Five.
How long have you?
Well,
been
I mean
licensed?
five that I use right now. So yeah.
Does that
I built
include
this-
the diamond you just put together, or
Tuning a ham stick doesn't count.
No, it's not the same thing. Not the same thing. I built a car antenna. I built a pack antenna. I built the ham radio dude antenna.
Have you built Adam's kit yet?
I did. I built his 100-watt kit. I built his 100-watt kit.
I haven't
Yeah.
built it yet.
Yeah. I built his 100-watt
Oh,
kit.
I gotta
Yes.
do that
naming
one.
and shaming?
It's a good. He put some thought into that. That's a good kit.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Now, I'm
So.
not building antennas is very good, but end-fed halfways are not like the.
They're not hard.
Yeah,
they're not hard.
Tuning it is actually what takes you the longest amount of damage.
You know what?
true.
I disagree with that. I think tuning it was easier than building than wrapping the toroid.
Really?
Yeah. Neither one of those I thought were hard, but but tuning it
Oh.
went more smoothly. I was like, this is easy. You just cut this length of wire, you put the meter on it or the analyzer, you're like, oh, let's cut this a much. Oh, there it is right there. I didn't find that to be hard.
You did
that's
the
very
car
similar.
antenna though, right? That's a chunky wire that they use. on
No,
that car
no,
antenna.
I haven't done the car antenna yet.
Oh,
I did
okay.
I did the spark plug antenna and I did the
Okay.
pack antenna.
That easy process you just described, Jason, is exactly the same for the DX Commander. I'm just
Right?
saying.
Exactly.
Well,
Measure the wire,
Just
cut
you
it.
like cut
and
into the
did
cut chart
not
and trim
do
I didn't
that.
say
There's
that
no
I never-
rolling toroids.
I never said I never said that the DX Commander was hard.
Yeah,
I
you
just
know,
yeah.
it's
said I
really
hadn't
to
done it
if
yet.
you measure carefully the lengths, Callum has the lengths of the elements in that manual down to like the millimeter, and if you cut them that long and fold them carefully, you won't have to tune it.
Yeah.
So
It'll go up and be done.
so Mike did all that, and when it like fell out of tune or something. But I think I don't think it was anything Mike did. I think that it was
Ground composition.
exactly the soil content
Yeah.
where
Mine
you
was
set it
off.
up.
Well,
So
you know,
I
you have-
so
if your parts are current, you're good. Yeah, it doesn't matter how old your parts are.
If you
the
got the
class
firmware
hasn't-
upgrade.
hasn't
Yeah.
changed yet.
upgrade the firmware on your
It
antenna.
hasn't changed in eons. But if you get the current manual, he's added a lot of detail to the manual
Yeah.
about
Yes.
where
Yes,
on the base
correct.
plate to hook up which
Correct.
element, and
You-
that actually makes it go a
You-
lot.
you
You
gotta
know
make-
that's gonna be the viral video, when you make it.
Right.
you do it.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
That's-
Everyone's
I'm
gonna watch it.
I'm planning on that. That's
I
I have
put over
a
100,000
game
subs.
plan. I have a game plan.
You certainly
so-
had plenty of time to think about it.
I will say though, Jason, the
I'm
hardest
gonna
thing
rethink the next time I tell Chris to send you a hex beam, Hayden. If you don't shut the hell up here in a minute.
Hey, I paid for it, by the way.
the
I know,
hardest-
but you skipped the line, dude. He had like 75 people ahead of you. Come on.
That's true. That's true.
Jason, I'll say the hardest thing I've ever had to do was when that DX Commander showed up in my house and we gave that away, taking that down to FedEx and sending it to the winner. It's the
yeah,
hardest
yeah.
thing I've ever had to
cried.
do because I
You cried,
really
didn't you? You
wanted
cried.
to build
I
that.
did that with a 9700 last month.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Just wait till you
Yeah,
get the flex
I
away
get
on
it.
the clubhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be even more difficult.
I have my own flex, so I bypassed that problem. So
Yeah, I need another one so you can send it to me.
Yeah.
let's let Rhea talk for a minute. What's up, Rhea?
Not much. I'm just a little late here.
That's
Things
all right.
have been upside down, So I kind of been listening mode in the car coming in. We got snow here tonight.
Ooh,
Really?
damn, that's no fun.
Yeah, you see, you're in Texas. You don't get
In
that.
Jersey?
Oh,
You
wait,
got
no,
snow
No,
in-
you do get it.
No, we get
Very
snow
rarely.
here. Yeah, not
Yeah.
about once every 3 years. So we had a really bad ice
Yeah.
storm here, like the beginning of February. Got down to 10 degrees, and Texas boy don't do
Whoa.
that. We don't do that. So
Wow.
seriously,
Yeah.
in my lifetime, it's been down to 10 degrees like 3 times in my lifetime in this area. So
We call that
yeah.
Thursday in Michigan.
Yeah. That's the reason I don't live in
It
Michigan.
Sucks.
So
It sucks,
yeah.
bro. I'm not kidding
Yeah.
you. I got a taste of Florida, and I'm
Yeah.
like, Get me out of here.
Dude, it's like 50 degrees here in North Texas right now. We drove down from Galveston this morning. I drove up from Galveston this morning, and I'm like, it's 75 degrees down there. I'm like, why the hell did we come home?
Yep.
I'm like, let's go back.
I
don't want to be down here.
I spent a month in Florida and came back, and it was 73 in St. Louis, and then it was 46 the next day. I'm just like, why didn't I just stay in Florida?
I'm like, yeah. I was like, golly, stupid. But, yeah, anyway, snow in New Jersey. Hey, there you go. So, Rhea, I was saying earlier, I worked a lot of 10-meter POTA this last week and a half, and pipeline to New York and New Jersey was wide open on 10 meters from Texas. It's just beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's yeah, I mean that's kind of common. I work a lot of Texas. You know, today I got a ping about 13 Colonies too. 13 Colonies is coming up, and I'm actually going to be taking a little bit of a role in that. So
oh good, let's get you onto the channel for an interview on one of my Wednesday streams, because I reached out to those guys last year, and they were when the 13 Colonies, it was the 12 Days of Christmas. I was trying to get those guys on there, but yeah, let's. I'd like to do an announcement type video on the channel for 13 Colonies this year, sometime in June, just whenever. So
okay, let me talk to some of the guys. My state manager is Mike K2FIR, but I'm kind of helping him this year manage the New Jersey activation, and we're going to be doing some stuff, you know. So I'm going to basically take the week off and do it.
Cool.
I've never done that before. So a lot of guys do that. I think I want to do that because this year I get an extra week of vacation.
I'd like to have a year of vacation. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
Me too.
It's rumored that in some countries people could do that, like in my organization, but I don't know.
Trinidad and Tobago, maybe?
No, I was thinking more to UK.
No, I was joking. But yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I want to go back, but for the right reasons, you know.
Sure. Totally.
Yeah.
Good. Well, thank you for joining. It doesn't matter that you're late. That's cool that you joined.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Thank you for having me.
Sure. We've just been talking about really stupid crap all night, so.
The winner of our DX Commanders in your chat.
Who?
Dean. Let's see. I saw the message come by. Dean, KQ4ADJ was the winner of our DX Commander from the Clubhouse.
When was that?
Maybe it's a couple months ago, I think.
Okay.
Back in the fall.
Yeah, back in the fall.
Okay.
And he sent us some cool pictures after he got us set up and everything. So it's good to see.
Awesome.
To see it put to use.
Good. I gave away that Buddy Hex a few months ago, and the guy who won that was in Canada. And he sent he's a big POTA guy. So he sent me some pictures after he got it. I was like, cool, man. That was pretty cool to see that. So definitely good. Yeah. So, and yeah, the question earlier was, is there a reason to get an upgrade from my tech to general? And the reason is yes, POTA. Seriously.
Did he ever post what state he was in? Or she?
Not that I
saw.
saw.
I thought it was, we got that sorted out. He's in South Carolina.
Okay.
Steve, KO4FL will hook him up.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I told him. There were a couple of volunteers in the chat to say, yeah, I'm close by. Look me up. And I told him, if that doesn't work out, give me a ping, and I'll poke Steve.
Yep.
Yes.
Steve's very active in POTA, so.
He is. He's very active as a VE as well. So, yeah, this is one of the most helpful communities I've ever been in. Leaving aside QRZ, never go to QRZ forums. But leaving that aside for the moment, yeah, this is actually one of the most helpful communities I've ever been in. So, yeah, if you need something in Ham Radio, reach out to someone on this Zoom chat or one of the YouTube channels. You know, we're really happy to help you guys. So, yeah, no joking. I'm totally serious. So.
Good reason to upgrade to your extra
to get your Crocs.
Yes, yeah,
brother. You're getting about 10 pairs this next week.
Yeah.
Guess what I'll do? I'll do seriously. If somebody sends me, I will donate them. I have it forward. I will hand it forward. So,
Mike, what was the reason to upgrade to extra?
Well, they were spotted 20 minutes ago, but a country I'd never heard of called Tajikistan is on or was on
I know.
14.200.
Really? Tajikistan.
I know somebody originally from Tajikistan.
I'm sorry, where
and
is
you'll
that
never
located?
guess who he is.
Oh, it's just outside of Moscow. Huh.
It's just Russia.
It's among the cluster of stands.
European
Yeah,
cluster.
Yeah.
European Russia or Asiatic Russia?
European, yeah.
It's the top of the hour, Jason, and I've got to head out because I have to work tomorrow.
All right, buddy. Yeah, we should probably
I
shut
gotta
this down
go.
anyway. So yeah, thank you to everybody who joined tonight. Josh, what are you doing tomorrow?
I will be doing a bit of a fun video on the Hermes Light. I got one. Hermes Light 2. They're available online. We did SDRs last week for receiving, and tomorrow we're going to do SDRs for transmit. So this is a really nice 5-watt transmitter. Really good audio, though. I'm really impressed by it. And then next week, I apologize in advance. I'm dumping like 10 videos, 11 videos for the updated technician license course. So prep video. So that'll be out there soon as well.
Cool. Yeah, I saw your community poster yesterday.
Yeah, half of them I think are done.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, those are good. I've had that one up for a while. It's just a no nonsense version of it, and those are good videos. It's everybody learns at a different pace, and it's good to have multiple options up there. So good. So we're gonna try to do an Arden thing on my live stream on Sunday, assuming that we have at least 2 or 3 people on with equipment.
What time? 5, right? Or
5 your time.
5 your time. Okay.
5 your. Well, hold on. Do you guys do daylight savings? Because that changes tomorrow night.
Oh yeah. I mean, if it's in the afternoon, I can probably swing it. I'll see
So,
if mine is up and running. I just have to make sure I've got it pointed correctly.
Yeah. So we're gonna set up the tunneling server here at the house, and have people connect to it over while we're on the live stream. So,
So I like to be included. That I got a server back
on the moon.
On the moon.
On the moon.
Right
On the moon up there. Yeah.
The eagle. It's
Everybody,
beside the eagle.
I put it in the Discord chat 2 or 3 or 4, well, about a week ago, I think it was. So yeah, everybody, if you are a YouTuber and you have an Arden node, I don't care what kind it doesn't matter what kind it is. If you have an Arden node, join me on Sunday. If we can't get yours running, that's fine. You can kind of follow along and ask questions. It'll be fun. So yeah, we're gonna do an Arden. I'm gonna set up an Arden tunneling server and have you guys tunnel to me over a SSH connection over the internet, so we can kind of set up a thing and do chat over Arden and whatnot. So it might be kind of fun. It's just kind of like a good experiment to see how Arden works and everything. But yeah. So Sunday night at 7 p.m. Texas time, which is by then it's going to be UTC -5. So whatever that is in your time zone. But that's what we're doing. So anything else upcoming that's cool from anybody else? I'm not gonna go through the whole list, but if you have something, you're welcome to announce it.
I believe, I'm 99% sure, next Friday at 7 p.m. Central, Josh and Jason from POTA, W3AAX or AXX, I forget. We're going to do a live stream on my channel and talk about POTA and learn about twofers and threefers and when the hell the late shift starts and all that stuff. So it'll be a good time talking about POTA.
Cool.
So
be fun. I'll watch that.
Yep.
Unlocking the hidden mysteries of Parks on the Air.
Well,
it's that whole Zulu time. I'm still
sounds like
trying to wrap
Hogwarts
my head
Legacy
around
over
it.
here.
It's just regular UTC time. It's not that confusing, really.
Well, yeah,
I'm starting a new series. We're calling
What do you
it,
got?
we're calling it Everyday Ham Stories.
Okay.
And my first two guests are K5ATA and
Nice.
also James Lee, WX4 TV, as they tell their stories of how they became a ham and what they do. And it's the kind of thing where I want to hear from everyday people like all of us, but I happen to catch up with them down in Florida. So, yeah, it'll be a good series. I'm approaching it more like a History Channel kind of approach. So
a docuseries.
Yeah.
Docu-series. Cool. Okay.
Cool.
Well, for everyone who hung out till the end, I will say this real quick. Let me pull this over here.
Wait. What
Go
am I
ahead,
doing
Rhea.
on YouTube?
Go ahead, Rhea.
Yeah. So Josh kind of laid down the gauntlet. He did the Boy Scouts merit badge. Yeah. So I started the Girl Scouts one. It's really, the patch is really interesting. I wouldn't say it's better than the Boy Scouts, but it is. But it's actually
I wouldn't say it is, but it is.
Yeah, it's a little more like research and essays and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to make it a little fun. I'm gonna rope in my kids too. Shh, don't tell anybody.
Good. Okay. Well, for those of you who have been watching my channel for the last week or so, we're gonna do a March giveaway. And let me get I'll put the link here in the chat. This is what the sign-up form looks like. So far, and anyone who wants to donate something is welcome to do that. We're just going to do a kind of a smorgasbord of things. And right now we've got 3 Zoom spots donated by Jim, the creator of the Zoom spot. So he gave those to me at Hamvention last month. So special thanks to him. Good guy. I've known him for years. Really cool dude. One's the big screen, one's the small screen, one's a USB stick. So 3 different versions of the Zoom spot. KM4ACK donated 2 antennas, 1 in-fed half-wave and 1 linked dipole. I've got a Moby linked TNC4. I bought 2 of those when they were brand new, when they were announced a month or so ago. I bought 2. I'm keeping 1. I'm giving 1 away. So you can't have mine, but you can have the new one. And then I've got 2 one-year subscriptions to Ham Radio Deluxe. So that's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 winners right there. If we have more stuff, we'll put more stuff in there. But right now I've got 8 different items to give away to 8 different winners. And I just put the link. Did I put the link in the chat?
Yep.
I copied it. I didn't put it in the chat. Did I? Okay. All right. I put it in there again for the heck of it. So go sign up there. Name, email, call sign. That's all you need. You don't have to put a call sign. A lot of these spots, like the antennas and Zoom spots, you don't have to have a call sign to get that stuff. So anybody anywhere does not have to be in the USA. I get to ask that question all the time. What if you're outside the USA? You can sign up for these, no problem. So, but that's going to happen the last Sunday of March. We're going to give all that away. So we'll see what else is up there. Maybe I'll try to get a Ham Radio Crash Course mug or something. I don't know. But we'll see.
Or an ARRL one.
Or an ARRL mug. We'll see. Something like that. I've tried to get a car antenna, so we're working on that. But we'll see. All right. Everybody in the chat, thank you very much for joining tonight. Everybody in the Zoom, thank you for joining. This is a fun stream. We'll do it again in April. And make plans for Dayton Hamvention, because that's going to be a freaking fun show. So everybody wave goodbye.
Yep, bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. See everybody. See ya.